You can take your time. You can choose your words. Let me down real easy. Let me down real easy. Well, I'm doing just fine, because I caught your lies. You say that it's you, not me. Well, baby, now that I am free, I want my lips back, my time back, my words like when I said my love back, my life back, my heart, the one that you knew could break, the one that broke with your confession. With your I'ma let you speak. Let my silence reach. Babe, I'm real quiet. Babe, I'm real quiet. I am the calm inside the storm, and I am the peace inside the war. Your confessions took their toll, but baby, I am in control. I want my lips back, my time back, my words like when I said my love back, my life back, my heart, the one that you knew could break, the one that broke with your confession. With your confession. With your confession.
Bending over backwards, twisting off the wrapper, just to see what's underneath. Oh, dirty little Cupid, she made me do cute shit. Baby, having fun with me, but I don't mind, don't mind, don't mind, don't mind for you. You're my candy, baby. You're my trick or treat. You're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy, baby. Crave you
sing, girl. You're my little teen, girl. Knocking at your door, I want the candy Halloween, girl. It was nice to eat you. I mean, it's nice to meet you. I might twist my words, say too much and get a sweet tooth. Wait, mama said you gotta watch your hell now. Hey, things are getting heated, watch your melt now. Wait, baby, tell me what you need right now.
You're my candy, baby. You're my trick or treat. You're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy, baby. Crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try. You're my candy, baby. You're my trick or treat. You're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy, baby. Crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try. Making waves with you. No, no, no. Wanna taste of you. You're my candy, baby. You're my trick or treat. You're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy, baby. Crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try. You're my candy, baby. You're my trick or treat. You're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy, baby. Crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try.
Set out, left off from the shore. She thinks it's buried deep right now. I've reached the top. I'm falling right back down to earth. It's calling now. Feast my eyes upon this wasteland. Right now the map's becoming clearer. It's all in my perspective. Just out of reach. Save me the sympathy. I never needed direction, yet to dig deep becomes so clear to me. Not all treasures buried, it's all in your head. Just try to hear me out. They've got you locked up and out. Right
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Baltic eSports League Season 2, Week 7, Day 3. I'm your caster Envy, and I have no idea what's happening to V. Like, he's losing it.
It was hot, and I saw the dress, so I figured a little breeze.
A little breeze will help you, yeah. Are you feeling, like, comfortable in your...
I was just missing the wig, but the wig was missing the dress, so just figured that I'll, you had to suffer in the dress one week. I just didn't mind wearing one, apparently.
Yeah, because we still had some dresses to spare. We still have something to show you. We wanted to make the last few games, last few weeks really hot for you. As of today, we're going to see 3 matches. One of them is my match of the week. Unfortunately, it's no longer that big of a deal, that match. But let's talk about them in a minute, as we're going to see now on the screen. So, BESL Sports against F05 is going to be the first one. Estonian Giants against Lithuanian, I would say, upcomers, because they did have big roster changes. AYN together with Kaids there, they really showed. AYN played in Season 1, but the rest of the players were really new. What do you think? Does F05 have a chance here?
No.
No.
I really don't think they do, but of course I would like to see some more interesting games happening here. So hopefully, I mean, not like this, we're able to upset BESL Sports once. So in theory, a lot can happen. But in reality, probably won't.
Yes, and then the next match is going to be my match of the week. Wolfsburg against Lattelecom. Before yesterday, this match was really anticipated, waited, because if Mighty Wolves would have won that, then still that match would have big significance, because now Lattelecom will definitely be in the finals. But the thing is, what I said in my quote there, that this match is going to set theme for the finals, because these are 2 teams that are going to play in the finals.
Yes, indeed. So both of these teams are going to meet in the finals as well. Pretty much doesn't really matter right now as to who's going to come out victorious here.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, Lattelecom have secured their 4th position for the finals coming off of yesterday. It's not like this is upset against the Mighty Wolves.
Yep, exactly. In the last game, as you can see on the screen, F05 against AYN, which should be a really interesting one. We can really probably will see how well F05 stand up against BESL Sports. Then at least our prediction will be a bit easier with those 2 teams, because at the moment it feels like kind of 50-50. Although AYN are playing really good, but F05 as well is showing good promise.
I mean, if AYN's tendency continues, then I feel like they really have a good chance of actually winning over F05. But once again, I believe it is going to be a bit map dependent here on as well as to which team might come out on.
Not only that, F05 are going to play with a stand-in, so if it's JL that's not going to play, it's going to be Spark playing in his spot. I believe we haven't seen Spark, and JL was such standout player in F05. Then it just might be not enough for them to still stay in that top 8.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's gonna a lot is going to be dependent on the chemistry, how they are able to manage these situations, stop giggling, and obviously the match in general should be a close one, definitely between these 2.
Yes, exactly. I'm having a bit of an issue now focusing with all this going on here. It's kind of interesting.
I'm having a bit of an issue of focusing because there's a bit of a breeze coming through, and it's nice. It's nice. It's been a tough day, as you can say.
Yeah, most definitely. But let's check out standings.
Yeah,
I want to see, and we can finally tell you which teams are going to be in the finals. There's going to be BESL Sports, Lithuania, Wolfsburg, and Lattelecom. So 2 Estonian teams, exactly, 1 Lithuanian team, 1 Latvian team, and the fact that we're going to see 2 Estonian teams in Estonia is getting kind of interesting, because in Latvia we saw 2 Latvian teams in the finals.
Yeah.
We're going to see 2 in the Estonian finals, and since there might be finals in Lithuania as well, will we see then 2 Lithuanian teams? As at the moment, Lithuanians are dominating that top of the scoreboard.
It would be definitely an interesting trend.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, as I already said, CS sometimes works out in weird ways, and if that means that in each representative country you have also 2 representative teams in the finals, it only gets better and better from that point. So, I mean, really, I do think it's going to make for a lot better finals in Estonia to have 2 Estonian teams, because obviously it's going to gather a bit more of a crowd there, and for the locals as well. I feel like, well, in Saku Suurhall, that is going to be the 20th and 21st of October, where these teams will meet in the semifinals and finals. Obviously, I would like to hear a lot of loud noises coming out there. Question is, do we bring the dresses with us as well? Just in case, I don't know, it might be hot inside. Last time when it was in Riga, Suurhall, I was, to say that I was sweating bullets out of the heat was not enough.
Yeah,
and,
most definitely.
Pretty much,
but that was almost in the summer when it was hot, so probably it's going to be a bit colder. But still, I think you need to bring the dress if something happens and we need to fill in like a few more minutes of us talking, and we can just talk and remember how we were both with dresses on.
Well, this is a great showcase how a caster's or commentator's job has changed during the time period that has actually been a thing. So, you start off very formal, and then you have a few more informal forms of casting. And then you have us.
Yeah, when we mix both together, we don't really can get the formal
and once again, this is not a punishment. This is my free choice. It was just hot in my clothes, so I just figured I'll swap them out. So speaking about the first match here, Figure of 5 versus WSD Sports, we're going to quickly remind you one more time which players we are going to see. Starting off with WSD Sports, we are going to see Dodds, Spurs, Shocks, Vista, and Bitcher.
Yes, and on the side of Figure of 5, we're going to see AYN, Wave, Kaitz, Jaw, and the stand-in Spark. And we said, at least at the beginning of the season, AYN and the boys, but we have been proven wrong. They're more than that. They're a Figure of 5. If you catch my drift there. Kaitz has showed up. JL as well, but JL was a bit quiet. Oh, not quiet. He's not going to be here.
Still catching the drift, but it might be just drifting away from me. Regardless, though, I will agree that yes, they did transfer from AYN and the boys into actually Figure of 5, and as I already said, it's a very well-known organization in our region. At least I feel like a lot of people should know who Figure of 5 are, and they also represent, I feel, if I'm not mistaken, several disciplines. So I mean, it's a proper organization for themselves, and they also established a bit of a name. And as you can see, they have managed to secure 7 victories and have 5 losses. Still currently in the rankings in the 8th position. So of course, this does mean that in the next season they're not going to be falling out. They will be automatically given a chance to attend season 3 as well. If and when that will happen, we actually don't know just yet.
Exactly, and WSD Sports, they have only dropped 1 game, and that was already mentioned against another Lithuanian team, not like this. So here, quite potentially, this could be an upset, but knowing WSD Sports that they desperately want that first spot into the standings so they can choose against who they play, I'm thinking this should be a quick one, and I think we can jump into predictions. What are you going to say?
Well, first of all, a quick reminder, after yesterday's predictions, we have finished off with the scoreline of 3-2 this week, so pretty much today is going to be a decider as to who's going to suffer the shameful Mondays on the next week. We love shameful Mondays, flashbacks. I mean, between these two, the map that is going to be played is going to be Overpass. And on Overpass, WSD Sports had like a strong fight going head to head and afterwards into overtime with Volsung. Now for Figure of 5, I feel like they might have a bit harder time here on the map, just because we saw how quick and organized was Sports previously on this map. On either side, the rotations were on point, the entries were on point. They also had strats for the map, and definitely had several different kind of approaches for the beginnings, middles of the rounds, and of course the endings. So in general, I feel like WSD Sports are going to take this one away, and because it is Overpass, you can quite easily secure, as long as you have Overpass worked out, a lot of rounds on your side. So I do think that this is going to be a 16-6 sort of scenario in favor of WSD Sports. I'm not really going to give any more for Figure of 5.
Okay, I'm gonna say then 16-8, also in favor of WSD Sports. And ask you, did WSD Sports actually veto because they were kind
No.
of late to the veto. They didn't.
Yeah,
So this
and
is
oddly
basically
enough,
a pick.
yeah, this is a random pick of the map because eSports did fail to submit their veto
Yeah.
vote, and well, I mean, it works out in their favor already.
Yeah.
I'd say initially. So yeah, well, the other way though, I mean, Figure 05. Playing against them, if you haven't played against them on Overpass as well, so a few things might throw you off as eSports. Now, this is also a very similar conversation that we had about not like this versus eSports on Inferno, and definitely showed a different site. But yeah,
I can see how many overpasses eSports have played at the moment. You can see 2. Are there any more overpasses? They have won those 2, 3-1, 4-1.
Yeah.
1 in the overtime against Wolves, as you mentioned. That was a bit closer match.
Yeah, and the rest, as you can see, against as you can't see, it was against Red Eye with a scoreline of 16-3. If my vision is still working, Auto Clutch suffered a loss of 16-5.
Yep.
And that is a team that's in 4th position.
Yes.
And who else did we have there? Aston
16-9.
Esports 16-9. So for Figure 05, I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard to place it, but as I already said, 6 rounds is what I'm going to give. You are saying it is going to be 8.
Yeah. One more thing. It is this is the last game for eSports in Season 2 in regulation. Because they already have the victory against the Celtic, which is left for them, but since the Celtic disbanded and are disqualified, in the next following week, we're not going to see eSports. So here we're going to see the last blow and then only seeing them in the finals. That is it. And for the side of Figure 05, they have played against XGR Esports where they lost.
Won.
They won?
They won, actually.
Okay, so 16-11, and then they won 16... Okay, no, that is not overpass. Only one overpass that I can see.
Yeah, yeah.
Only one overpass against XGR, which is kind of a strong team. As well, we have seen them go against eSports 6 overtimes. At least I have. You haven't seen that magical.
Luckily, was not there.
Yeah, but here as well, even though they have played on overpass, they only played once, and they decided to play against eSports. It's kind of now, I can't understand why.
What?
Why would you pick overpass if you played it only once against eSports?
It wasn't picked. It was automatically picked by the system.
Okay, so
yeah, because one team
thought,
submitted a veto, the other one didn't. So in which case scenario the map is auto picked. So
okay, yeah, sorry. Now I understand.
You don't have a point of reference from the other side. I'm a blue Christmas tree.
You are a blue Christmas tree. Christmas are following.
We both couldn't say the same name, even though we both have the same name. What is happening?
You really are losing it. There were some other dresses. Why didn't you pick the red dress that was for me?
We can change in between, and then. But some of them are really short. Well, not really short. I'm quite tall, so it might be a bit.
Too much detail. V.
Too many. As you can see, I can just go. Oh. Okay.
And I'm not gonna talk about what's happening behind the camera.
Our production guy is
having fun.
Having
just fun, enjoying himself at this stage.
Because why not?
It sounded more weird. What I just said.
Having fun.
No, the other thing. Okay, just like let's cut it. Let's cut where we're going. Let's.
Okay. I am going to bail out of that conversation. I really need to think about how I'm going to sit now.
Yes, you can now practice because at the moment we have only 2 players in the server. They're slowly joining in, so we know overpass, the fast rotation, and everything else. And really, I'm now putting almost every scenario in my head how this game can go, and almost at no points can I see Figure 05 kind of surprising while sports are doing anything of that.
Well, the only scenario what they can do is being on the terrorist side. If they get crucial rounds and try to reset the eSports economy, that's where they could gather more rounds, I'd say. Otherwise, and of course, like if they win the first round and are able to follow up on it. But as I already said, overpass, knowing how many lurking options are there playing against pistols, it just always feels so incredibly insecure. And as well, like going to bomb side B, there are so many close quarters where you can lose your life. So essentially, probably playing against pistols, you're going to see most teams going towards middle. and then probably there's going to be like just one guy staying behind, just making sure nobody's pushing through B.
Yeah.
And should also be in a position where he's able to quickly fall back if that is going to be the scenario. So it's kind of hard to predict this, because I already said I don't think we casted the game of XGR Esports versus Figure 05 on Overpass.
No,
At least
know,
it's not in my memory. So
yeah.
I literally have no clue what they're going to bring out here. I mean, we've seen them before, but as I already said, they're also a team that should be really good on paper, but the results are not really there to the extent that we would like them to be. So therefore, it's a bit hard to actually predict here.
And not only that, the fact that WSD Sports, we have seen how they move around the map and how confident they are in putting one player in really crucial position, and that player really shows and stops the enemy pushes and everything else. And it's just, as I'm going to repeat myself, I'm thinking about any kind of scenario here, and I don't see Figure 05 actually doing something here. Like, not something that will really like...
Are you trying the opposite approach of the caster's curse, where you say that they won't be able to do anything, they go ahead and then surprise us? That would be cool. The question is, of course, as well for Figure 05. I mean, right, so they're currently still sort of battling for some positions.
Yeah, because they can still lose the 8th position. Yeah,
in the standings. So it is really about money for them at this stage. Obviously, those teams still get paid. So for Figure 05, I feel like now, knowing that it's quickly, like, this is pretty much the last games that are going to be played, all essentially. I don't know if do they have another game?
They should. They should.
I think they have another one, yeah.
Yeah, at least one.
Well, they have another one today.
Then this might be...
I think these might be the last games for them as well.
Yeah.
Which would mean that knowing that you're going to finish off today, you probably want to finish off strong as well, because obviously you're going to be fighting for those standings. Yeah, exactly. So... I think that we're actually going to see a decent performance coming out from them. The question is, how prepared are they for the caliber of WSD Sports? Because, I mean, let's be honest here, they're on a bit different level than Figure 05 at this stage. At least judging from the performance seen so far.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because I will remind you, WSD Sports at some point were number 6 in the standings.
Yeah, they didn't have too much luck, but as well, they've lost only one game, and then they slowly climbed their way back. It was a really good start for most of the teams here in the season 2. But as well, here we can probably call out some players that we think could be outstanding here. And I'm quickly going to say from Figure 05, I think Kayitz is going to be crucial and will be the one guy that can really do something against WSD Sports. And
I mean, speaking about Aemons, he has a lot of experience behind his back, and like he's played for quite a while now. And actually saying that, we haven't really seen that many super shiny moments coming out.
Only in the beginning.
Only in the beginning.
Then he was like replaced as a top player in the team by the rest of the Figure 05.
Yeah.
We have seen most of them come out on top. Cho and Wave have been quite like, one game for them is good, the other one is bad. They can't really climb up in the games where they're losing. It's very bad situation for those two players, at least at some points. But for Kayitz and JL, who unfortunately JL is not going to play today, so it's going to be Spark as well. We haven't seen Spark. Maybe he's one more Lithuanian stars. We saw Sterzik as well. Was a no-namer to us, but actually he's really good and now one of the top players in Žalgiris.
Well, he showed why he's playing in FPLC.
Yeah, exactly. And Spark, I believe we don't have any kind of information from Gekon saying what is Spark.
What is Spark?
Yeah.
No,
nothing.
But it is the thing that your lighter makes when you go sparks.
I think like when you put only your hair, you're the wisest man ever. But when you put like the hair on and the dress, like you go into the other end, man.
I'm in a different dimension.
Yep.
But on the side of WSD Sports, though, I think Bitcher is going to be quite crucial here with his stability on rifles. That's something that you want to have. And of course, off the back of that, players such as Spur and Dodds also probably are going to show up here. I mean, Dodds usually like skips every few games and gives the opportunity for Spur to take the glory. So they sort of play a bit of a ping pong game between themselves. Ooh, we're going to have the knife round on our hands here. Everyone is ready, so let's jump into the actual server and see what's happening.
As we know, you won't start on that CT side, and I think it is one time that we've seen kind of a strat or at least prepared knife round come out, right? Only one time. from Volsung.
Yeah. So they just stuck together and made sure that they eliminate anyone first who separates from the actual group. And these knives seem to be going eSports' way, and that is going to be the case. So the question is, do they actually go for that CT side? I believe they're going to stay as terrorists here, because previously they found a lot of success starting on the terrorist side.
They start on CT.
They're actually going to go on CT. Huh, cool.
Yeah.
So putting the pressure really on Figure 05, because now Figure 05 are going to feel really pressured, as everyone knows that pretty much playing on overpass, it is super important to get as many rounds as you physically can on the terrorist side, just because on the CTs, you're going to need to gather a lot of information, and that puts you at risk at all times here. And for Figure 05, if they're not going to have that many rounds on the terrorist side, it's going to be super dangerous situation for them.
Well, I really like what Figure 5 are doing. They have lost one man towards middle. I mean, they're not pushing towards connector, and there's Dodds. He already has one. Can he get more? As Wave's gonna find one, but Dodds still alive. But the push from Figure 5 was just a bit too much for the players in middle. Now we can see the rotation is gonna come out towards the A side from Shocks and Spare. We know those two players to be really crucial in these kind of situations, so let's see if they can come up here, as the bomb's gonna be planted, and Shocks is just waiting for his teammate to come with him so they can peek, as there is Wave now coming on the side. And just deletes Spark and shows where Spark has come into. What is Baltic's League exactly?
He didn't even stop. Shocks finds the second kill onto Wave as well, and now AYN still has taken a bit of damage here. Will find Shocks already. Now in a 1v1 with Spur, he's gonna tap the bomb there, and he's gonna actually try and go for defuse and Spur with another deleting headshot. It looked a bit helpful in that sense, but it quickly went away, as well. Those headshots are not something that you can really do much about. I believe we have sound issues, or what's the problem?
Yes, we do have some sound issues, but they should be fixed on pretty soon. Everything is as everything was set, so hopefully we're gonna see.
Weird.
As well, and the other things I have switched on everything else as well.
Huh. Well, that sucks. Once again, apologies for this, as the game is still on the way here. Cho pushing through the short will find his doom as he runs into Bisher. So that is going to be also Vista picking up the kill onto Wave here. Now Spark in connector here is going to be peeking.
Potentially could find a player here. There's going to be two players. They're more or so now. eSports are putting the pressure. It's going to be Spark with one kill, AYN with one more towards middle, I believe. And now it's going to be 2 against 3. And these pistols are not doing too much in the end. Although here Dodds almost goes down with 1 HP. He remains. And the score will be 2-0 in favor of eSports.
Yeah, so quick point. Figure 5 still have another game next week against Not Like This. The infamous Not Like This.
That should be a very interesting one here. So as well, Figure 5, they still have a chance to climb up in those standings. So this game, although it feels like it could be lost, the next game should be won by them, and then they can really get really good standing in a really good position in the standings. What I meant to say.
Okay, well. Now, of course, smokes being deployed here. Figure 5 on their first buy, but the utility essentially is non-existent for them. Only Spark with the smoke left here, as Spur still staying put in connector. He's going to make sure he's not going to spot too many people before the time runs lower here. Of course, no need to give up the entry. They also know that Figure 5 are going to be forcing up here due to that bomb plant, and Dodds just misplaced crosshair in that situation will mean that Cho will come out on top, and Spark actually is going to find Spur here as well. Shocks now pushing into Banana, will find Kaid towards the balloon area, and is going to stay put for a second as Vista finds Cho, and Bitcher needs to get both of these kills, but they double peek him as they get onto the side. Shocks is able to find the flanker in the form of Spark, and now peeking towards the site, will be double peeked once again. They're a bit of a distraction working out for the side of Figure 5, and Vista is just going to be saving at this stage. Obviously, not really too keen on losing his weapon, but this actually might work out in a slightly weird way, as they still need to pick up the bomb, and if they decide to go through Monster, and Vista chooses the correct timing to start walking as well.
No, they're going to be walking towards him, so he's going to spot the place. He hears them. He's going to spray down 1. He's on 13 HP. Wave is on 86, and he'll manage to get away.
Hello?
No, the bomb is still dropped down. Wait, what are you doing? You're just wasting time.
He's going.
It's gonna be Vista taking the round, I think, if Wave does not spot him. And no, that is it.
This is a fashion that I haven't seen in this season. How a round was won with still like 20 plus something seconds on the clock here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is devastating for Figure 05. And also, once again, Jesus, does CSGO work out in magical ways sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure now. He's gonna be like Wave in very bad spot in the team, as the team is gonna say like he could have picked up the bomb or something, but he didn't, and he missed it.
And that's like a pretty bad situation. I really feel like you should have tried to pick up the bomb then and go for. You could have even made it back into banana, I think, with 20 seconds.
Yeah. I think you could have even gotten to that A side. Man, the bomb is here. Wave. He's gonna try to make things right here, as already he killed Sharks, but Spare is there close, playing around the smoke. Did spot the player towards the balloons there, and now he's gonna be pushed, and he'll be spotted there by 2 players, and he can't really decide who to kill, as 1 player is gonna be killed out, but only Spark. It will remain here in middle. So even the 4th round does not work out for Figure 05.
Still, though, they have managed to gather 3 kills for themselves here, so definitely a good impact on the economy, as Dodds is looking to lose his life here in this 1v1 with Spark, now down to 40 HP. Still, somehow, Spark is alive. Will, of course, decide to quickly fall back there to make sure he's not being flanked. Dodds with 6 HP is not going to go for that peak once again, as Bitcher joins the battle and finishes off Spark with a quick 4-0. So far, Was Sports in the lead. And now, finally, with a bit more utility, Figure 05 are able to buy up and try and go for another round.
Yes, but no op is going to be picked up, although Spare is going to be the one with it. I want to see if Spur is going to be really aggressive with the op, because we've seen sometimes when Sport decides to play the calm and collected approach. As we can see here, is going to be Spur just pushing towards the middle, and he's going to be pretty aggressive about it. He's going to stay here and lose his life to Kai, so that is a free op to the guy who really likes to play it, as here's now going to be Dawes looking for kills. He spotted more than 1 player towards short here. The flash is going to come through. He's going to look for the kills, but still it's going to be 3-on-2. As now they're going to move towards that B site. Kaitz hasn't picked up the off, so he decided to stay with the AK. It's now going to be Bitcher and Vista here. And Bitcher helps out Vista. The bombs drop down. Only 1 player remains here. Only Kaitz, who's going to push out. He has found 2 kills in this round. And those are the only 2 kills that he has and will have, as Was Sports played this one perfectly.
And as you can see, Was Sports taking advantage of the fact that a bit of a chaotic situation does mean that the Figure 05 were a bit disorganized in that 3 versus 2, allowed themselves to put it in a position where Vista was able to pick up 1. With a quick double peek, they finished off another player towards Monster. So, I mean, Was Sports, once again, you can see how this buddy system, if worked out, like trained for, works out really good in these sort of scenarios. Spur now will smoke himself off, has the option of going into a connector if he wants to. Dodds already has managed to find 1, but Wave pushing through the smoke there will find the kill towards Bathroom, so this takes a bit of pressure off mid, as Shocks, I'm not entirely sure if he actually gave his position away. Of course, Spark is checking that, and with the flashbang there, hasn't found anything just yet, and you can see Was Sports are slowly regrouping towards A because of Vista's positioning here in short. He knows that nobody's gone out towards B and is able to control Monster as well, so they're going to be stacking this A bomb site. Amont will find Bitcher here and still needs to get another 2 kills, as now, judging by the situation on the map, Figure 05 are probably going to be, they actually don't change their mind, so they're still going to approach this A site.
There's going to be 2 players there, Dawes together with Shocks with the UMP, but his position will be pretty good for this weapon, as he's going to spot the player towards long, and that's going to help Dawes now to find the kills, as they're going to more or so focus towards the bank position, as Kaitz is going to go down, and we can see Shocks even pushing, but 1 more player from short is going to kill him off, and Dawes misses his spray and will lose his life, so it's going to be 1v3 for Vista. He already has done pretty crazy things here, 1v2 with low HP, but not this time. Spark is going to kill him off, and that's going to be the score 5-1. Spark got 3 kills in that round.
And as you can see, because Was Sports lost so many people each round continuously, they're not really even able to sort of buy up here. But this is a situation where they're actually going to go for just the pistols and go for the full buy next round, because they had so much money. There's no real need to double eco here. Of course, if this works out in Was Sports' way, I'll be more than surprised, I must say, because with USPs and like P250s here on excuse me, on overpass in those initial longer range distances, it can work out horribly wrong. But as well, question is how collected are Figure 05 in their approach here and trying to figure out where these players are, as Bitcher now pushing in through the connector will not find the kill. Actually, Kaitz takes him out of the game. Cho, I don't believe he heard the flame tick on the enemy player. Their Dodds left with 11 HP at some point in time, so bit of damage already on the side of eSports here. And Figure 05, as long as they find the right timing to group up here, and Spur catches a player off guard. That's also weapon retrieved for him. He doesn't have the armor though, so aim punch is still going to be a factor for him, as Aimant now peeking towards the site will find the spray as Spur peeked just a half a second, a bit too fast there. And Dodds going towards B, of course, with 11 HP, will not survive that engagement. Only Shock's last man standing here.
Yeah, and since it looks like it's going to be Figure 05 winning this round, they need to win the next round as well, because then they'll be able to reset the economy of eSports one more time, because they did save, they did not buy it up too much, so they will be able to buy next round, which is going to be the 8th. So if Figure 05 win the next one, then they might slowly climb back into this game and quite potentially even grab those. I believe it's going to be 4 to 5 rounds, which is going to be pretty okay on overpass.
As I already said, their best chance here is to try and control the economy of eSports and continuously not allow them to have too much utility here. Shox finds a free kill onto Cho there and gets a dink onto Kaitz as well. Kaitz probably felt a bit shook there in that situation, as you're not really expecting for him to be able to find almost another kill with the USP there as well.
Yeah, and now we can see the buy is going to come through. Bitcher only with FAMAS, but we've seen the FAMAS is a good enough weapon still, as they prioritize more utility, which is the best thing there. And now let's see how this one's going to go through, as the player is going to push towards middle. It's going to be Spur this time with the M4, being a bit aggressive towards balloons with that flashbang. Was he spotted, but he's already dropped down to 66 HP. And as he goes out, has to be careful, as the players are pushing in from long, and they already know where to look. Spur is going to go get the 1 kill. Spark and Eamon going down, Kaitz as well, and now we can see the good old eSports that we always knew.
Yeah, the super aggression works out for them, as now Wade and Cho only left alive here. Wade will go down as Spur has a direct line of sight towards him, had no chance there. And Cho now pushing through the smoke will spot one of the players here. That is going to be Shox going down, of course. Now his position is known, having 44 HP here, doesn't have the bomb, and Dodds very quickly once again cleans it up. So Figure 05 still are going to be able to force up here and then go for it instantly. So no second of even sort of any doubt in their mind.
Yeah.
They just figured, why not?
But now one more time, since they buy this round, it feels like if they fail it, then eSports should run away with this game pretty quickly.
Yeah, so, I mean, it very quickly can turn into a complete stomp for eSports here, and it looks like they're starting to slowly pick up the pace as the game becomes a lot faster from there around. So, here, Spark with the Deagle is feeling like peaking once again after a brief timing pause. Bitcher already has found Cho, and that was towards Monster B bomb site. As Bitcher continuously as well with that MP9, it's just gonna continuously act as a deposit for his team, gathering the money and then just giving away drops.
As here we can see Shox with the aggression won't find Wave, as he was peeking towards middle. As you can see, the eSports now have grouped up to all around towards the A site, which is now the main site for terrorists to hit, as the bomb is going to rotate towards long as well. But I'm really curious to see, will Bitcher be able to get the backstab in, or quite potentially find a kill here, as he's going to drop one player and instantly Kaitz will rotate back. But that kind of allows Spur to get in better position, as the player towards A site was cleared off. Spur has to be careful, because he could be sandwiched here in any moment now, as the player's already inside. He was spotted, and Wave one more time with the kill. Wave has really shown up this game.
Yeah, Wave is really on point so far for him. Already 2 kills as well in this round. Is now Bitcher with the flashbang will allow Vista to push through the bank here. Will not spot any of these players just now. We'll check this corner. Instant headshot coming out. A smoke will be deployed onto the bomb. Nice underhand throw there, as the flames, of course, will be extinguished. And this is going to force the terrorists to push closer, as Vista now will find the kill. Excuse me, Kaitz will find the kill there on Wave. Once again cleaning up, and gets his 3rd in this round. So 6-3. Figure 05 have gathered a few rounds for them. Of course, you can see money-wise, well, Bitcher needs to do a better job on the side of eSports with his MP9. As he's sitting, well, everyone really is on sort of same level performance here on the side of eSports, and really all I can say is the same for Figure 05 as well. So The next round is on the way here, as Kaitz already will spot one of the WildSports players towards middle here, is going to move on into Banana, is going to be peeking, into the balloons, will peek quickly towards the connector, as now passing through a long, will continuously push, is not going to find anyone just yet, as WildSports are mainly around this connector area. Spur already has lost his life. Spark finding his second kill as well, and that is with the pistol. Now, Bitcher will be taken out of the game, leaves only Vista and Shox alive, as Vista is on 7 HP, and Shox currently has the USP and is the last man standing against all 5 Figure 5 players. And as I say that, of course, instantly AYN will find the kill, on Spark, with his third kill with the P250 in this round, is going to be quite successful, I must say. And I mean, a low investment, high return, always worth it if you can pull it off. Well, already 4 rounds for Figure 5, and now WildSports as well, having the limited utility. I feel like some form of aggression will come out from them once again, as Spur, with the aggressive smoke towards middle and peeking over it, will not spot anyone just yet, has the scout in hand. Does he go for that repick? He's definitely tempted to. So I believe he just barely spotted the player with the crosshairs right on, and somehow that shot misses.
Probably hit the ground there, as the smoke kind of really messes up the sight there. But he still spots the player there. I'm not going to sure if he's going to repeat. If he's going to repeat, he's going to be pretty crazy from him. But no luck for him, as we can see already. Kind of control already of short and connector is for Figure 5. I really like to see that they are putting emphasis on this kind of map control, and not only just going to one on each site, but really like having one player sit down at B. It feels like even they have learned a lot from seeing how WildSports play this map.
Well, as we've already talked a few times here, in Overpass, it's quite crucial to gain control over middle to make sure that the CTs do not know what is happening towards the beginning of bathrooms and around that connector area, and forcing them to be in situations where it's dangerous for them to peek, and it always feels like a bit of a risk to be in any position here. As I say that though, Dodds will find Cho towards B short, and that is going to be the only person there, as Kaitz with a solid headshot onto Spur there. That is going to be scouted out of the game, and Kaitz follows up quickly onto Shox there as well. Now Bitcher, only man standing currently on A side, the Molotov coming through the flames. As the bomb plan comes through as well, he actually decided to go for the player in Banana there, as Dodds will be able to trade in the other side of the map. Almost will find a kill for him, but Spark,
Figure 5,
ever present.
Yeah, exactly. Like the new addition, like not the new addition, the stand-in is playing pretty good as well. And the fact that Kaitz managed to get those 2 kills. I like the fact what happened here was when Figure 5 smoked off mid toilets and basically pushed away WildSports completely, so WildSports don't have any information about what's happening in middle, they instantly pushed from B side towards short, and they found Cho waiting there in the corner. So this kind of now prompts that WildSports did know what's happening in the game, but they can't win the one-on-ones.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a weird tendency that we're starting to see here for WildSports, and this starts to remind me a lot of that Inferno game. Because WildSports, they sort of had the same situation where none of them really kind of showed up to a level where they instantly were able to shut down the opponent. And so far, this trend is starting to continue, so I fear for WildSports, but as I say that, Vista will find an instant first kill, gets a solid damage onto the second as well. Bitcher now hiding behind the pillar here, will be able to find a kill. The Shox finds another one. AYN now needs to go huge, finds his second, and the third almost gets the transfer, but Spur wins it out, and it is going to be 7-5, an eco round going for the side of WildSports.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like in this round, WildSports, when they only have pistols, they win it. It was like before as well, when they got those M4s and everything else, they were really aggressive towards middle. They got all the kills there, and that was it. So it feels like WildSports are like, okay, we can just like play, and when the score is like really close, they say like, we need to win this one for sure. Then they push, and then they one more time like relax.
Yeah, so I mean, for WildSports, it's quite clear that against such teams as Figure 5 and a few others in this league, best remedy against them is all-out aggression, I'd say. As you can see, Vista already has found AYN here, and with that flashbang, Shox was able to get behind of Kaitz, and it's just a bit awkward, but he's very mindful of that situation, does check, and Spur even helping out with that kill towards middle. Now only Wave and Cho left alive here. Wave even takes a half a chunk of HP damage towards himself through that wall there, and of course Cho as well. Essentially both on same HP, lol.
Yeah, exactly. As here it could be Wave now going down. He will to Vista and Cho as he pushes out from the smoke. Bitcher instantly is there to put the bullet in his head. So 8-5. As I said, like 5 rounds would be quite enough for Figure 05. It looks like they're gonna get only those, as they should eco this one and then go for the buy. Quite potentially 9-6 half could happen. But as well, like if VAS Sports are a bit quiet on CT side, I think they're gonna be quiet on T side.
Yeah, probably. So probably that's a. Actually, no, I don't think I completely disagree with that fact. I don't know why I said probably here, but Dodds, though, might find a lot of kills here. Will find one, gets the second. He does, and the transfer, of course, is there for him. A quick cleanup coming out. 3 kills for Dodds there. So this last and final round.
You're thinking that on T side, VAS Sports are going to be really careful about how they play?
No, I think they're going to bring a lot of aggression.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a lot of aggression early on, then a complete silence on the map, and once again a second wave of aggression coming through. Yeah. At least in the buy rounds, that's probably something that's going to work out pretty good for them, unless you instantly get like 2 entries onto a site where you will push into the very end. Spear now turning away from that flashbang. Actually, he's not going to land that kill there, but Bitcher already helping out on the other side of the map. We'll find Cho, and Wade here actually spots him. So good job coming out, but Spur instantly on the other side of the map.
He finds Kites as well with that flick. That was pretty sick one, as it's going to be only AYN with Wave remaining here. Only 2 players, 2 against 4. We can see they're both on different sides of the map, as Shock's going to find one. And as AYN pushes out, this should be Spurs, and it will. So 10-5. With all the success that Figure 05 had, the half felt a bit more closer than this scoreline.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Figure 05 had a few solid rounds coming out there. As I already said, I really like the fact that they were all trying to take mid control, trying to gain control in connector as well to make sure no CTs are there. So meaning that nobody in connector sitting doesn't hear what is happening in middle, or how many people are heading towards into the bathroom area or into banana, or even a long like going away, or just the fact that there's nobody in middle. So denying this information for VAS Sports did mean that Figure 05 were able to secure 5 rounds for them.
I like this from VAS Sports. They're being really quiet towards middle. They're not pushing out, and only now going to rush out from connector and completely take control of over middle. As you can see, the Figure 05 players are even running away, and Dawes looking for a long range headshot with this pistol, but no luck for him. This guy is going to find it, and as you can see, there's going to be, who is that guy waiting there? I could not see.
Cho?
There's going to be Cho waiting there, but Kai still managed to find one more as he's going to look for the kill. And now Cho from the back line is looking to kill the bomb, but Spear still alive, but he's going to go down. Only Shocks remaining here, 1v4, but the USPS is prevail.
Interestingly enough, I mean, I really feel like it was just the fights. Well, this was a clear example how the fights were not going VAS Sports way individually, especially Dodds trying to get that kill towards the site, and essentially Kai's not even just moving, he's just standing there and trying to return the favor. Both of them slightly failing there initially, but of course the USP does prevail in that range there. Unless you can get an instant dink with the Glock, but still, it is sometimes just doesn't work out.
It sometimes happens like that. As you already have said, CSGO sometimes works out in very mysterious ways.
In those long range distances, I know a lot of the times the play it feels counterintuitive, but you really need to shoot slower with the Glock.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is super basic stuff, but perhaps somebody doesn't know. In longer ranges, shoot slower, and you should find more success with the Glock. Now, still on a force buy here, VAS Sports should be able to find damage, and as I say that, Cho instantly goes down here. There's already a player in the form of Dodds in B short as well, so he's going to be causing a bit of a havoc towards that side. Kait's now not willing to give up this weapon, as Spur still holding on into banana and still alive as reinforcements are coming through here. And Kait, he feels tempted to push there, and as I say that, Dodds will tag down Amont on B bomb site, which is going to prompt a rotation from a Spur on low HP will be taken down there. But what just happened?
Is happening. They managed to rotate just in time to catch out them coming out from short. It's going to be only now Bitcher remaining. I think he doesn't know where Kite is. Now he knows. He's going to look for the kills, but he's getting tagged up from both sides, from balcony, and Wave is going to kill him off with 3 kills for him. 10-7. It felt really
that was instantly three kills coming in with. I was just didn't even notice the fact until I just looked at the kill feed, and I was like, well, they're dead.
They're dead, exactly. And now let's see, it's going to be one more eco round for VAS Sports. They desperately need the bomb plants. At least they could maybe then hope for a full buy with grenades and everything else. As now the grenade could deal a lot of damage to the players, and it will almost takes down Spur. That's already quite unfortunate for eSports as they try to take mid control. But as we can see, Figure 05, they have stopped being that aggressive towards middle. So no longer peeking into balloons, only playing from toilets.
They understand, of course, that eSports are going to be on pistols here. And Cho now with this peek does miss quite a few bullets there in that situation. Shock still has stayed behind and making a lot of noise. And Dodds once again gives the entry for eSports here. They just need to capitalize off of that now. Kaitz will take him down as Wave actually will find Vista, who has already managed to get to CT. The bomb has been planted on A. Exactly. eSports are able to get onto the site running through A long as both Spark and Amon finding kills here. Only Bitcher left alive, and 1 versus 4 is not going to find anything. Best case scenario, you get a rifle in that situation.
Exactly.
I mean, winning that round, it's just not going to happen against fully armored CTs. And of course, everyone having a buy, not really being on super low HP. As
well. And now, if eSports lose this round, then I'm going to be completely surprised. And seriously, in the last few weeks, we can't really predict anything then. Because
last few weeks, I feel like it's from day one.
As well, it's been really a roller coaster where we think one is going to happen, but then of course a team that we have never expected to show up shows up. Let's just CSGO.
And Bisher actually missed that grenade there. It hit the roof of that position. Spirit carelessly running out there will be taken down by Cho, and he's going to be able to run away with that kill. As Dodds now peeking here will find one and actually has dealt a lot of damage onto Spark as well. So in all seriousness, so far it feels like only Dodds and Bitcher are really like playing on the side of eSports.
Yeah, Spur as well with his aggression. As we can see, they're getting cleaned up one more time. We saw, I guess, not like this, a weak eSports. Then we saw again strong eSports, and now we're seeing a weak eSports.
The problem for eSports currently is the fact that they're not giving themselves the opportunity to trade. Once again, please, bring back the buddy system, and everything is gonna go your way. You have the knowledge of how to do it, and you are doing it for the most part. It just seems like one of those days where eSports decide to go for that individual approach. And I mean, considering that they have had all victories here on Overpass, I still feel like it might be theirs. Of course, my prediction is already out the window here. And, well, as long as they win, you win as well.
Exactly, and then we're going to tie the things up, and then only 2 more games remaining.
Yeah, well, against an eco round, Shocks has gone down. Kaitz with that headshot with the AVP, also picking up a second kill in the process, as Cho is cleaning up towards middle, is actually going to deploy this Molotov as well, and, well, Spur decides to just push through it anyway. Yet again, Dodds in B short.
He quite potentially could find someone if it's going to be Spark leaving the B side, but as you can see already, connectors being pushed out. They're not going to leave any kind of chance for them to stay the weapon. As well, we can see the money situation on Figure 05 is pretty bad. So them just grouping up around the bomb all together could be the best choice, because you can see now Dodds, he picks up the M4 and can go and save it. And Figure 05, they will need to rebuy it, and their money situation only on Cho and Spark is looking okay.
Yeah, and even he goes for that peek here as well, gets the kill, and also almost gets the transfer, tries to bait up for that shot. What am I watching here?
No way.
Cho is on low HP, but Spark will finish it off. So it looked a bit dicey for a second there.
It looked like Dodds really could clutch that one if he would have done that.
Okay, really? Figure 05 eSports Overpass 10 against, like, each team has 10 points right now, 10 rounds. Hello? What is this scoreline? Why is it like that? Of course, props to you, Figure 05, but what? Really?
Yeah, because we know that eSports want to be in that first place, and they still have like a chance to lose it because Lithuania can still take it away from them. And it doesn't feel like they're putting too much emphasis on this one, as Bitcher is going to get 1 player down. So now the aggression comes out, and one more time it's successful, at least the first few tries. They still need to take control of this B site, as there is a player connector and already a player going towards T spawn, that is Cho there lurking.
And that smoke towards the B bomb site is going to prompt a rotation from A already. Spur, of course, as well, showing his presence here, not really hiding away in any way. They're just waiting out for this smoke-in monster to make sure that they're going to be able to push through, and Vista will find the backstab.
Nope. He will find the information, but he'll go down there. So it's going to be 4-on-4 still the situation, as Cho is going to just get in a better position. Wave is going to find a kill, and now the rotation from eSports. They might have just managed to find the right time to do this one.
Yeah, Shox lurking away was able to push through A long, gave the information for his team, and as well with that push from Cho, they understood that the middle is going to be most likely completely open. It went through connector, went through A site, and now it is a 4 versus 3 retake, but 2 players on this side of Figure 5 are low, and Kaitz is with the AVP here. So it is extremely risky to go for it, and at the same time you kind of need to. Otherwise, it might just turn into hell here as the first kills start to come through, and very quickly only Cho is left standing here. They're going to be able to retrieve the AVP as well afterwards, but look at the health on the side of eSports.
Like 1 grenade towards those stairs and Cho basically wins this one. But Spur comes out with 10 HP and kills off the player. Whoa.
Yeah.
One more time, like even when eSports win the round, it's so close.
Yeah, it's way too close, and they're continuously losing a lot of people in these rounds, and that's also one of the reasons why eSports are not really able to buy up. This is also the same scenario happened on Inferno. They seem to play a lot differently when they don't have the required amount of utility on their side.
Yeah.
So they try to go for those individual plays to give them entries, but they're not really trading. Bitchery actually nice awareness there in that chaos of things, as he did hear Cho jumping down, and Kaitz will be found in the process as well. Vista with that deagle.
Misses 2 shots. Final last one. The connector is cleared out, and only 2 players remain for the side of Figure 5. Spark and Wave. Wave has been very good here, and one more time shows what he can do. He's going to take it off the head of Vista, looking for more kills, but not successful there. Only Spark remaining here. Probably no luck for him finding any kind of weapon, so the score is going to be 12-10. And as we can see, the money situation is going to be a buy round, I believe, for the side of Figure 5. It's going to be a pretty bad buy round for AYN.
Yeah, so in this match, so basically if eSports either lose here or this game goes into overtime, then Lithuania have a chance of securing that first position still.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then what are eSports doing? Don't they realize they can lose that first spot? And the choice that they had in the season 1, where of course they didn't play in the finals.
Well, they had
the opportunity.
Other stuff to attend to.
Yeah, of
you
course.
know, stuff. Well, for Figure 5, really, if they want to take this to overtime or even potentially win, this is a round they absolutely need to secure here. There's no money on their side, really, and looks like the train of eSports is heading towards B yet again here. Shox already finding the first kill, and that is going to be Cho out of the game there. AYN now peeking towards short, will be able to find Dodds, but almost gets blocked there by his teammate, and as the flames go down, that could have been a horrible scenario.
Oh, Spur has to be really careful because there are 2 players basically peeking his direction here, or he could fight. He misses the first shot. There's 1 player really close. If he's gonna go for the spray down, no, Wave! He misses the timing. Spur misses the shot, but still almost finds the kill. A Spark in the end is gonna find it, but Bitcher is there just in time to stop that madness as AYN is waiting in short in smoke. He's gonna wait for someone to push out here from long, and it's gonna be one guy. Bitcher is gonna go down, only Vista remaining here, and Vista is gonna go down 12-11. And as you said, this can go even to the overtime.
Yeah, so I mean, for eSports, they probably don't really care that much who are they going to be facing in the finals. But if Lithuania are able to secure that first place, it would of course make sense that they probably would like to play against Autoclutch the first game, and then try and see if they can secure after hopefully securing the position into the finals. Yet again, would make an interesting sight to behold as they would battle for that second title here potentially. Dodds now with quick 2 kills finally will go down, and AYN's showing up here will find an instant back follow-up kill onto Bitcher there. Now a 3 versus 2 situation for eSports. Still a lot of time on the clock here. They're going to be splitting towards this A side. The question is who shows himself first. Cho is going to be distracted with this kill, and as I say that, Shox will take him out. Of course the utility is going to be used towards the bank. You can see a bit of a miscommunication happening there. They didn't really clarify who is going to smoke it, and the bomb plant will go down. Wave already with a quick flank. Whoa, what is that transfer?
I'm saying, like, this guy has been so crazy this whole game, and it's one of the reasons why Figure 5 at the moment are still tied up at the scoreline 12-12. But this transfer, one of the best ones I've seen.
The second one was just way too clean.
So smooth.
So smooth. Silky smooth. Like this dress. On
that dress
on my almost naked body.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying, giving us so much information.
You are welcome. It's a bit breezy here. I can say
Are
that.
you getting cold?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Well,
Okay.
12 to 12 though, so the question is, are WAS Sports getting cold feet here? Playing against Figure 05 and now on an economical round, well actually on a forced buy, Spray has bought the AK and they have pistols and armors here for the better half and
Just sprays
highlight
them down.
highlight.
Almost gets the ace there, almost, but it's gonna be Dodds fighting the second. We saw Dodds as well, like before, he killed off 4 players from the enemy team before he went down. So here as well, he has still a chance to make this round his, and we have talked about his experience and how well he can play it. Now, can he find the one-on-ones? If he's gonna wait here long enough, he potentially can find Amant.
Yeah, and Amant as well, securing the position shouldn't really push any further than this. I mean, you already have gathered so much information. Is probably going to hide towards that area. And as you can see, yep, he's going to stay put there. So he's just going to make sure that the only option of getting into B is through B short, going through connector. And Dodds is sort of toying with the idea, obviously checking every single corner. And you get a bit dizzy sometimes looking at this.
Yeah.
As, I mean, you're just starting to wonder, are you paranoid or extremely thorough? Well, Amant didn't have the patience to stay put and is going to actually start pushing here, gathering more information. So it's becoming clearer and clearer at this stage, almost to 100% degree, that this is going to be an A hit. And Dodds approaching the site is going to be towards the... He finds the kill onto the bank and is able to put down the bomb. As here, Amant now in A long, definitely heard the player in CT, is going to smoke off the left-hand side of the site, is going to be able to get into Banana, as the first point of contact is going to be from the CT spawn. He's sitting on 6 health and Amant is able to get onto the actual site. The bomb is planted for him. He's going to be moving away here. He is going to be pushed for, and he needs to get these kills as he gets one in the second. He gets the 1v5 clutch ace. What?
Yeah, that is Dodds. That is just Dodds with... I'm speechless. How he played that. The fact that he tried to run back to the toilets, decided to fall back. I think they kind of prompted Figure 05 to check toilet position as well, and they were not kind of ready.
As well, going towards A long, not getting going into Banana. That worked out in his way so good, and the smoke offering him a cover. What?
Yeah, Dodds just schooled Figure 05.
This might be the nail in the coffin for Figure 05 here. Now, off the back of this round, they're going to have an economical round as well, and these are going to be like back-to-back lost rounds for them in a situation where the next buy is going to decide if they even can try and contest this match, but still a lot closer than we expected here, as Wave is going to be the last man going down. 14 to 12 in favor of Figure 05 here, as only 3 more rounds available in this match. This is going to be one of them.
Exactly. I'm now really curious to see how this one's going to be played out in the end, as no ops come out on WAS Sports, and I think that's one thing that they switched and changed. I feel like they need to have those AKs against the playstyle the Figure 05 at the moment are showing them. Need to have that all the time opportunity to spray down or mow down the enemies, as here Dodds could potentially find 2, as he's going to find 1, and he knows that there's one more player, so it's going to be Amant winning that duel. So now 3-on-3 and no more Dodds for the side of WAS Sports. So
Cho in a lot of danger here. He finds the first kill, but it's going to be his position. Once again, is going to be known. These players are going to be instantly pushing Banana here. Cho will stay put, as Vista taking the quiet approach. Shocks, of course, is going to be passing on the information that the player is going to cross into site any second now. And actually, Cho is going to stay into that little gap, and it should be quite clear as to where he currently is. There is no other position for him to be in. And of course, the rotation is going to come through. And actually, Cho comes out on top in that engagement with Shocks.
What? Cho, quick 2 headshots to finish the round, and you said nail in the coffin, but they still are trying to get a coffin open and climb out of it. So 14 to 13. If they win this one, it's going to be potentially an eco round for the side of WAS Sports, and now they pick up the op.
My brain, she explode.
Yeah. Or your brain is a she?
She.
Is that a he?
I'm in a dress.
Okay, yeah. Quick, just quick clear out of things. As now we're gonna see one more time, Kait's a bit more aggressive towards middle, so I'm trying to hide around, and he's gonna find Shocks. What a headshot towards middle there. As WAS Sports now should think about being a bit more aggressive, because when they are not aggressive, Figure 05 are the ones getting the kills. As you can see, it's gonna be Kait's even rotating back into the toilet, so he's gonna have presence in long as well, and that help from Cho in the middle could definitely be a factor here. Especially if he can find Spur waiting there in the balloons.
Yeah, the bomb is still down towards T ramp and it's still a minute and 10 on the clock. And
Joe finds the head of Spur. That is the up down. No way, no way. This definitely feels like eSports are even going to lose this one.
And eSports will not going to have money after this round. They have failed to secure enough amount of bomb plants on their side. They don't have any utility already here. The only man having any sort of money available for him is Dodds, who's going to be able to go glass cannon next round if that is going to be what they decide to do, and sitting on a scoreline of potentially 14-14 here, unless somebody else pulls up some sort of 1v5 clutch situation. And with this setup, Wave should be able to spot the heads of these players instantly. Dodds will be taken down. That is the man that was on 6 HP. Bitcher trying to trade here, will get one. Are they expecting for another pick to come out from Graffiti so soon?
No, they're not going to be pushing just yet, but both of them are in the side. It's going to be pretty tough to get good afterplan positions here. Shaman's already going to find one. Bitcher sees the heads of the enemy players. One player already in the balcony. He has to be really careful about his positions because he can get this one-on-ones, but he won't. As Spark is going to kill him also, 14-14. And as we can see, an eco round? No. Well, what is this going to be from eSports?
It's going to be a force. Is it going to be a force from them? I think it's going to be a force. I don't think they're going to go. They're not interested really in overtime. They need to secure the victory in regulation time.
Exactly.
Otherwise, if they don't, Lithuania, as long as they don't fail, they'll be able to secure that first position. This is the final game in this regulation season for eSports, and as you can see, actually, Dodds just bought the AK and a few others bought pistols, so they actually leave some money behind just to make sure that still they could potentially battle for these rounds. But definitely a lot different kind of result than what I was expecting to see here on Overpass. As I already said, they found so many victories beforehand here, so really surprised to see the results. But as well, goes to show why Figure 05 won against XJR Sports so quickly there. And Cho will go down here. Vista with the deagle, ever so precise, and now Kaitz will be able to trade. That is actually Bitcher here, so he knows there's one more man close. That is in the form of Dodds here, who's given them an opportunity to try and push this A site, but the bomb and the remaining players are so far away. Yeah, they're not really working as a single line going through the map and clearing everything out.
It's a bit different eSports than we usually see, but now it's already rotation from Spark has come through. There's going to be only Ament waiting in the B side just in case. As you can see, still eSports have a player in connector, as Wave is going to find a kill. He's checking towards middle as well, and he's not spotting the player just yet. Does has to be careful as there's one more player towards car. And I believe he doesn't have too much information about that player. He now spots the guy there.
Okay, so really he knows the position of these players, and they're going to go. It is going to be a head-on head take here of a site. Wave will find the first entry as Spark finds the second, leaves only Shocks alive. 25 seconds on the clock here. He absolutely needs to find these kills, but Amont with the flank is going to be the final nail for eSports. And Figure 05, 14-15, match point on their side. eSports are able to try and take this to overtime. Kaitz with the AVP might just find the first entry for himself. Doesn't have really the best spawn, but still is going to go for a middle, so he's probably not going to be jumping into balloons here. Is most likely going to stay put. He's like, he's going to deploy the smoke, so he goes for it with the flashbangs. Fakes it out. Okay, yeah. I thought it would be a bit dangerous there.
Cho spotted. I think he was spotted. Now, with these runners coming through, they focus on long as well. So, eSports at the moment are kind of stuck there, but they're still peeking out, and Dodds is going to find a kill there.
Yeah, Cho in the middle of nowhere with a flashbang in hand. Not the best situation for him here as eSports. Now with the bomb, we're going to be moving towards a site. Vista will find the kill onto Kaitz, and it's starting to fall apart here for Figure 05. This might just be overtime as Bitcher will be taken down by Wave, and Spark already with the rotation. They do have the defuse kit. Spur definitely heard him. Is going to peek down. Will not spot anyone just yet. Seems to be slightly tempted to jump down as Spark is just waiting for Wave to come closer here, and now they're going to double peek here, spraying through the smoke. Will not find any damage just yet there. Vista and Spur on relatively low HP, but Dodds with this angle should come out victorious here, and somehow doesn't get the kill. Spar is able to get it,
and that is the overtime. What? Why is this even happening? Like when Figure 05 get 15 rounds, I thought like, okay, they're gonna win this one, 16-14, and then I see the money on eSports. I'm like, okay, they're gonna have a buy round. They're probably not gonna give up. They're gonna win this one.
I'm a bit puzzled. Yeah, I'm a bit puzzled as to eSports, why they didn't show more aggression initially coming out from their side. It seems that we have a bit of a technical pause here.
Yes, more camera time for you. To show
you.
off and show. I'm not quite sure which I feel more comfortable with the hair or without the hair.
With or without the hair, or with my chest hair.
Oh. Okay, yeah, thank you for showing me that. Thank you very much. I was dying to see.
You are welcome. Our production man as well, being in a dress where you're the only man who's.
Yeah, you said correctly. I'm the only man. You could have finished like at that stage.
But how manly it is to be a man and not to be ashamed to sit in a dress in front of a camera. You were quite ashamed when you were enjoying your punishment. See, I'm showing you how easy it is. You just own it. It's you.
What was that really your thoughts behind putting the dress on? Like, oh, he did it, but he wasn't.
No, I just thought it would be funny.
Okay, well, yeah, it is funny. It is kind of funny, but I hope that the technical pause is not gonna.
Do we have anything in chat? What is?
No, but they are unpausing.
Okay, so
at least eSports are unpausing. So hopefully the game is gonna be resumed soon. So now in the overtime, I expect for eSports to go this in a clean sweep. Like 4 rounds.
Magic number anyone is looking for here is 19.
Yeah.
So as soon as they get 19 on the board, the game is over, and that game is going to be won. Unless, of course, it is going to be 18-18, where we're going to see the second overtime. The rounds have been going so far backwards and forwards in either direction, so I really feel like this is going to be settled here in overtime 1. I don't think this is a 2 overtime scenario, because once again, you need a bit of experience to have the composure required.
So I said, if eSports win in the overtime, still Lithuania can steal that spot.
Potentially, yes.
Okay. So let's
it
see.
is going to depend on their result, and Kait's already finding the first entry here onto Vista, a player that has been quite quiet today, I must say.
Yeah. Missed not too many kills, only 16, with the odds on 30. You guessed correctly.
Yeah.
With the player being in front, we can see Wave is 0-27. He's been one of the top men for the side of Figure Out 5. So now let's see, can eSports really figure out how to
How can eSports figure out how to was the round Figure Out 5, as they are figuring out this round on their own. As Spark will find Bitcher here, but Dots with another 2 kills there will be able to open up B bomb side. Spur will trade his death, and that leaves only Cho in a 1v2, and of course, being overtime, you really want to go for this. There's you have the money on your side. You're going to be able to get into short here, and I don't believe anyone heard him, and he might find just the right timing here, as Shock's picking into short. Will not see anything just yet. Working around this smoke, Cho instantly finding a kill here, and now jumping onto the site is going to force Shock's out of position, and still Cho will find his doom.
That was pretty great situation there for Cho, and the fact that he managed to find one player for free, and I think he spotted a player moving back into the monster, so he at least knew where the other player was, but that smoke really didn't help him too much. If that smoke wasn't there, quite potentially it would have been a double kill. Quite potentially.
Quite potentially.
Okay, now let's see one more time the Byrons come through, as in overtime you don't have any ecos. And let's see, can Kait one more time find the first kill? He's waiting for the flash to come through, so no luck for him just yet, and now checking the playground exit, as is going to be Vista there, but one more time he is going to be a bit more quiet this time around, a bit more slower.
Dots though taking down Amont on the side of Figure 05, definitely a very valuable pickup here, and Bitcher of course waiting for that smoke to dissipate here, and Cho in a lot of danger now if he peeks. Oh my god, there's the grenade in hands.
Oh, and he can't really spot the enemy player here, but it's going to leave only on Kait's and Wave to clutch this one, and Kait's position is known. He goes with the scope, and I believe Shock's heard that. Easy kill for him as the bomb is still dropped down. This could be Wave even clutching this one, as there is player towards connector, as you can see where the bomb is dropped down at the moment.
And now this is going to be super weird, because Shocks still either needs to go for that bomb and then try to play out the round where he will lose like 30 seconds or so, and he's actually going to try and hunt Wave down here. So are actually Figure 05 going to be able to return the favor of winning a round just by time?
I think Shocks will get Wave with the knife.
Tell me it's a knife kill. Tell me it's a knife kill. He doesn't see the gun barrel.
No way!
No, dude. And that's what you get when you play unstretched.
Yeah.
100% 16-9 resolution. You would have seen the guy there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But as well could be like the fact when he's focusing more so on the next exit, not on the right side of the screen, which also could be the case there. Like just misses, like missing in action that position. Let's see, maybe Cho can show us what he can do here. Middle, there are gonna be two players pushing through the smoke, and he get 2 free kills. He's gonna look for the first one. He's gonna find one. He's looking for a second. He's gonna find that as well. And now the AWP is coming his way. Spur, the jumping guy, maybe a bit too much. He's gonna miss the shot. He's gonna be taken down, and only dots remain. You said back and forth. You said only 1 overtime. Why are you lying? This doesn't feel like 1 overtime.
I'm not lying. Okay, dots. Second one,
Oh, yeah.
1v5. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can we
exactly.
please? Plus.
I think it's not going to be figure of 5 giving anything away, although there's only 1 player towards the bomb, so if Dawes managed to find Cho, then he's going to pick up the bomb, and quite possibly Kaitz is going to be the one being aggressive. So
Yeah, but
sure.
Cho, I mean, with this angle, it's pretty hard for Dodds to come out on top in that engagement. He needs to really find an instant headshot onto him in order to have even a chance. And as I say that, well, Cho being on low HP, that sort of works out for him. Dodds does suspect somebody else to be behind there, and that is a wave. Now the grenades are going to be thrown here. And Dodds still trying to just bait out the positions of the enemies, of course, ever so mindful about the positioning of them. And, oh, I felt like Kaitz might actually miss that one there.
Yeah, it felt like he went behind back.
It was enough still, though. It was hit in the leg, if I'm not mistaken, so still works out. So,
Yes.
actually, Figure 5 securing 2 rounds in the first half of the overtime, and WSD Sports, they probably feel really the pressure right
But here
now.
we saw why this map is CT-sided. Figure 5 found the most luck towards that CT side as well.
So that's
Yes.
your judgment instantly as to why the whole map for all eternity is CT-sided. Great judgment. Great judgment. I like it a lot.
Okay, stop.
Makes
stop
a lot
that.
of sense.
No, more so the
it's
fact
fine.
that here
It's
Figure
just
5
one
get 2
game.
rounds on CT
It's
side.
completely CT-sided. It's fine. Makes sense.
Yeah, okay, continue.
No, it's CT-sided. It's fine.
Continue.
What?
Continue.
There's big barrels peeking towards the dragon. You can see it. There's a face. It goes robber.
You can't get more random than this, but let's see. At the moment, Figure 5, I'm not quite sure if I like the slow approach. Quite potentially, I don't think they're gonna find any kind of luck. I don't think it's gonna be anyone being too overly aggressive. Although I see Spur being
Actually,
a
yeah,
bit
Figure
more
5,
crazy.
you go, guys. Like, they need to win because I need to still win my predictions this week. So if
Yeah.
they win, you don't win the prediction. I don't either, but that's all fine. And, well, Spur does find the first entry there. Amot instantly able to find Dodds as he was hiding away, but another 2 kills coming for WSD Sports here. Starts to look like that Amot now is going to have to go and do the same what Dodds did beforehand there.
Yeah.
He gets the second kill and might just get his third with these pre-fires as Spur will be forced out of position. Now Bitcher with this flank is of course locked down Amon into a single position where he will be taken down.
Exactly.
17 to 17 and another 2 rounds available here. So if anyone wants to win, they need to back-to-back rounds here. Otherwise, now this definitely can also go in second overtime. I was not expecting for this to be such a close game. And
Yeah.
I feel like this was nobody's match of the week as well.
Yep.
Obviously nobody could predict that it would be such a beautiful
But remember,
start to the
yesterday
whole-
as well, first game overtime, the next 2 games, both teams got double digits in their score as well. Yesterday was a close game day, as Dodds has found a kill, and now we're going to see 5-on-4 situation here. It looks like, and it feels like WSD Sports slowly have the control.
Yeah. Well, Sparks now moving towards middle here. Spur already has found Wave, and is going to be peeking towards middle as well still. And with this double setup, might just find an opportunity for himself as Kaitz will take down Shocks. He has been spotted there. Doesn't land that quick kill. He gets the tag, and finally that is going to be a kill. I believe he heard the third player as well as Amot now walking around. And he should be looked for. And actually, no, they don't know. They don't know.
Good job. Good job by Vista. AYN almost managed to run away there, but 18 to 17. The last round of the first overtime. Will this be a victory from WSD Sports, or will it be the second overtime? We haven't seen anything in overtime from Figure 5 that will really stop WSD Sports.
Yes, but still, come on, Figure 5.
Yes. You really want that second overtime, don't you?
Yes, of course. I just don't want to lose the prediction game.
Of course. Let's just see now. It's going to be 3 against 2 situation one more time. It doesn't feel like Figure 05 really are trying to get any kind of grounds. Like moving in and they're just losing to eSports who are now warmed up.
Yeah,
and are not missing the shots.
This seems that there's a bit too much pressure as Dodds crucially misses that shot, and still Vista now will go down here to a pistol as Kayitz will find a kill here in the 1 versus 2. Knows where one of the players is. No, he doesn't. Bitcher barely, but able to secure it. Okay, 19-17. Congratulations, you won that prediction game. So it is going to be tied 3-3, but holy moly!
Yep, exactly.
Wow, like there's so many things happened in this match. I don't even know where to begin. First of all, Figure 05 definitely had a more solid approach.
Yeah.
And we're not spreading out a bit too far throughout the actual map. They were also very aware of the fact that eSports are definitely going to try and go for some early aggression in a few parts of the map, so that they just try to avoid that aggression as much as possible. And as already we discussed, getting control on the terrorist side over middle and connector was one of the reasons why they were able to find, well, there was 5 rounds in the T side, and actually when they switched, eSports really were suffering the same fate, as it was really hard for them to come really get like a dominant form going there. And as I already said, a lot of the times for eSports it seems to be those situations where they're quite limited in utility, as well as like they started off pretty quiet player wise. I mean, only afterwards Dodds and Spur turned it up. They paced their shocks as well. 25 kills for him. Really good performance, but Wave.
Yeah, that guy was just amazing. That spray transfer, everything else, all the time finding the entry frags on the CT side. He was one of the reasons. Yeah, as well.
And
he was
Wave and Cho really, of course, Amos helped out a little there, but I feel like the real heroes on the side of Figure 05 are Wave and Cho.
The ones that I said, like Wave and Cho, they've been really quiet. They're not showing up or anything else, and then they now show up.
Yeah, of course.
And it should have been like Kayitz, who was at the bottom of the scoreboard at first, but then got 28 kills there in the end.
Caster's curse.
Yeah, exactly. But ladies and gentlemen, for now, we want to remind you about the Vault giveaway that, of course, is going to happen today as well. So type in the chat, #Vault, be subscribed to our YouTube channel, and then you'll be able to win the giveaway of 10 euros for free. But for now, we're going to head into small break, and when we come back, my match of the week, Volsung against Automatch.
Go big, go boom, with guns of boom. Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom, with guns of boom.
Lešik, butik, jau viss ir redzēts. Thriller, killer, tas viss ir redzēts. Skandāls, secret, viss ir redzēts. Creepy, crazy, jā, viss ir redzēts.
Pārsteidz mani, pārsteidz mani, pārsteidz mani, un tagad pārsteidz mani.
Lūdzu, jaunā Helio interaktīvā televīzija nomaina Lattelecom ITV. Televizors, tālrunis un planšete darbojas kā viens vesels. Tagad pārvaldi un aizraujies pilnīgi jaunā līmenī. Izklaide progresē. Helio.
Hello and welcome back now to the match of the week, which is my pick Volsung against AutoClutch, and we have such an interesting news. Tell everyone.
Yeah, so funny enough, Whiskas won't be able to make it onto the actual match here, as he's currently playing an ESEA game with Mighty Wolves. If you recall, the transfer of players has happened, and now guess who's gonna be standing in?
Who could be that?
For the side of Volsung, we're going to see none other than HS.
Yes, a player who is standing in now with Volsung standing 3 times for AutoClutch as well, which is now he's playing against them, which is quite interesting sight to see. So I'm curious to understand, because HS was teammates with AutoClutch beforehand, and here we can see already now everyone's going to weigh the way of Volsung, and we haven't said our predictions.
Yeah, so I wrote down it is going to be 16-11 in favor of Volsung here.
Okay, with the standard of HS, I'm going to say 16-7 in favor of Volsung.
Okay.
I think they should have the upper hand here most definitely, as they're going to start on that CT side as well.
Well, for players to watch out here, I believe on the side of AutoClutch, Steak definitely is going to be a crucial factor in terms of if he shows up, then it still should be a pretty close game here. For the side of Volsung, I do think that Husky is actually going to be quite detrimental here on this map, as I mean, he's also calling for the team, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And I know he likes Mirage. He seems to have a pretty stable idea, and being the calm and collective voice in the background for Volsung, this should be a victory heading their way. Smoke deployed towards
he missed
B.
it.
And they missed the actual smoke. Now Kree is going to be the first point of contact. Instantly gets a kill, jumps down, escaping quick death there. And now with the second kill, gets the third as well.
What?
He can go for that ace here. Does it with suspect somebody to be in short here, as the car position is continuously being checked. HS finding a kill and Brocky securing another one. Good job for Kree. Instantly getting that first kill, falling back. No need to battle it out. Understand that all the players from AutoClutch are there, and a very easy round for them.
One more thing I don't want to figure out is it HS speaking English, or, well, he's speaking English with them, but is Volsung speaking with him all the time English as well, or they just continue on speaking Latvian, and if needed, give the information to HS in English?
I mean, they're probably speaking English. They've played so many higher tier games and as well, playing in so many different teams. That should not be a problem at this stage, and as well, the experience behind their backs. I mean, you don't even need to talk to a certain degree when playing with Volsung here, as HS will find Steak there. Of course, information about Doiste being in underpass as well. HS quickly pushing, gets the kill.
Was the kill as well.
Looked a bit shaky there, but that was actually Kree shooting towards it, and HS coming out on top with that USP there as well. So far, 2 extremely convincing rounds coming out from Volsung here, as expected from them, and AutoClutch as well. Now, considering Volsung and AutoClutch are playing between themselves, currently the 3rd and 4th position in the standings, this is a bit of a preview of what potentially you might see in the semifinals. Of course, the whole atmosphere of the match will be completely different, being on land here, and Yakinder is going to hell of a fun time here as the players are trickling through. They line up as Yakinder gets all 3, even gets the 4th headshot there, barely, and Brocky will close out by killing off Chetty there. So I feel like the first 3 rounds have passed in 1 minute.
Yeah, almost, as the Volsung has been really quick. And now let's see, can AutoClutch change that? Will they be able to stop the aggression from Volsung? And I think Volsung as well could be now slowing things down, realizing that the buy round is happening, but they instantly jump into middle. They're going to be aggressive towards middle. The flash and the Molotov is going to come through. Steve quickly realizes what's happening and will quickly back off.
Yeah, so with this utility used now, they just want to make sure that the terrorists don't have any control over middle, and if they will want to have it, they will need to use, yet again, so much utility that it's going to bite them in the back later in the round. And this, of course, completely slows things down for AutoClutch here. As you can see, Chetty still in a slope, waiting for this smoke to disappear before he can actually go for any sort of peek towards this site. And so far, for the side of Volsung, pretty default setup here. You have 2 people on B, 1 in short, 1 looking for the apartments, as well as 1 in connector and 1 in window.
So you can see the window player has left his position, being a bit more quiet than expected. Is here 3 will spot Philip, but Philip instantly with the kill. So now the A side is going to be the one that they're going to hit. The bomb is still in T. Spawn is here. Yakinder is going to find 1 and looking for the second. Brocky could help, but Yakinder still finds the kill, as Doiste will and should go down. to Brocky there, and only man left here is Steak, the guy that you called out. 1v4, we saw how Dodds managed to get that 1v5 even. Can Steak do the same thing here?
Well, it's going to be a tall order for him. Instant one tap onto Yakinder there and gets the second onto Brocky. This is doable, but he rushes it a bit too much here. HS already there and will close out the round quickly. So still now finally off the back of those kills, a bit more economical damage was inflicted onto the side of Volsung, but because they had such a good success early on here, not losing that many players, they still have plenty of monies on their side.
As they're going to be aggressive towards middle with these pistols, and let's just see if it's going to work out for them as they're going to wait for the aggressive push. And here Brocky's already waiting with the op. Can he find a kill? It's a big full flash for him as they're going to rush inside, but he managed to get away and he saved it. Agree with the grenade. He's going to kill Steak and Doista, and only Cherry remaining, and Brocky saves his teammate Cree there to make this on 5-0.
So regretting my prediction right now.
Yeah, you had no idea that Volsung will be able to do this.
I really thought that Auto Clutch also are going to be like super into the game to like really show them like, oh, we're number 4. We deserve to be
but as well,
there.
maybe now they're not showing the strats for the finals.
Well, that is a true point. It also can be a deceiving approach here in order to throw you off, and then afterwards everyone's like, oh, let's play them on Mirage in the semifinals, and then they lose.
Yes, because Auto Clutch have everything figured out. Well, I'll say, and I like the fact that Volsung are feeling that they can leave only Yekindar here towards the B side, but now with the kills towards middle and towards A, and with the fact that no one's pushing towards B, they are having 4 players in A side now, as we can see, and it's already sick to finding 1 kill, but that was towards middle as Baraki is gonna find a player, Phil Leba, towards T ramp.
Yeah, so 3 people still alive still for the side of Auto Clutch, and Sikta being on extremely low. This starts to look less and less likely that Auto Clutch will be able to get this round as HS comes in with a quick kill. And he's also one of the players from the Estonian scene that just seems to never lose his sharpness throughout his career, for the most part of it.
Exactly, he's been really bouncing.
Yakinder even gets the kill straight into the face.
Yeah, and I think he had no idea that the player is there. The player was fully flushed, still was spraying. Pretty lucky for Yakinder there. As you can see at the moment, 0 kills for Husky, 0 deaths for Husky as well. You rarely see in 6 rounds this kind of scoreline, 0-0-0.
Well, Husky, I mean, hey, the things are working out, so if you can avoid taking battles and have only 4 members of your team winning 6-0, I mean, this goes to show for Auto Clutch that if this is indeed all that they can show here on Mirage, then they have a few things to worry about in the finals.
Yeah, exactly here as well. It's really hard for them to get into size. The mid control more so is quite okay. But as they move in, there's instantly some players there. They're just gonna find one. HS finds 6 as well, looking for the 3rd one with the spray. He's gonna find one more headshot.
HS hasn't died yet even.
Yeah, as well. 13 kills for him, 0 deaths here. One more knife kill for Yakinder. What is Volsung showing to us?
They're just trying to intimidate Auto Clutch before the semifinals, and as well, of course, want to tilt them so far that they have no chance of getting back into this round.
And can you imagine if Mighty Wolves would have won not like this yesterday, would see in this game, it could potentially be Mighty Wolves in the finals. Not Auto Clutch, because here they're not looking too worthy to play against these teams.
Well, so far can't really say much about their performance, that's for sure. Now an execute towards A is going to happen, so they just need to make sure that these smokes bloom before they go out. Yakinder already finding a 1, gets the 2nd and the 3rd transfer as well, gets the 4th and goes for the ace. Quick cleanup, and like there's only a single bullet that has hit Yakinder there. Another is this highlight day? Is this highlight day? There was a 4-man spray down from Cho on overpass, and within the same round, Dodds clashed it with 1v5. Hello?
Yep.
And now this, 2 knife kills already within 8 rounds. HS has yet to die. What am I watching yet again?
No idea, but it's kind of exciting to see Volsung so much on points.
Yeah, and scary.
Yeah, no, definitely. As HS has one more kill and still hasn't found his death. As well as you can see, more or so Auto Clutch are looking to get this mid control here, but Cree pushes out from shore, is gonna find a kill. Next in line, Sikta, but there's already HS for now. That's Brocky pushing forward, being the aggressor. There is one player low in middle, Zoista with 7 HP. They still need to find 2 more players. As Cree's gonna go down, HS comes in, is gonna kill off Zoista, and only Chetty will remain. But as the up player Brocky is gonna peek in, he should spot the player right there.
Yeah, so Chetty. Ooh, dangerously peeking there.
Yeah.
Almost gets that headshot.
Yekinder's already going for the knife kill.
Oh, he wants another one. And another one.
Yeah. They kind of know where Chetty is, that he's deep in at the moment into the T-Ram. You can see Yekinder is not pushing out, but he's even waiting with the AK.
And Husky with the flank as well, finding the bomb is of course
Might find his first kill.
Might find his first kill, but that is actually going to be Brocky taking it down. Of course, the Kinder probably saying like, why didn't you leave me the knife?
Yeah.
But so far, wow, what a tempo for this match. Like Volsung leaving no chance for auto clutch to even like get onto the side. The closest they got was in the round where essentially Yekinder scored an ace.
Yeah. That was the case. But at the moment, as you already mentioned before, nothing too much you can say here. Brocky already has found the first player. Kree one more time pushing towards short. HS coming into connector. They give away mid control at first, but as they retake it, they manage to get in such a timing where terrorists are not expecting for them to come out. As here, Kree wins the duel, looking for the next one as well, as he knows where to look for that player. But Yekinder is coming in, is going to find Steak, and now we can see only 2 players remain here in the middle. Not too much to do. Both
Doista and Faleba with that Molotov as well. Faleba cannot even really get any closer towards connector. His position is known. HS finds his first death.
Oh, I was waiting for a clean game from him.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking like, do they go for like a bit of a banter and be like, oh, you can't. Actually, that's his second, so he found already a death before.
No, that's Yekinder with 2 deaths, HS with 1. Yeah. And I want to see what Husky is doing. I really want to see how he has managed to get himself in a situation where he has no assists.
He's playing solo B and they're not going B.
Not at all.
So
not even
he's just peeking towards B apartments. Nobody's there, so he's like, well, I guess I'll survive for another day. 10 rounds, he has yet to find a death, and HS indeed. Yekinder with the M249 finds the kill onto Chetty.
And HS finding one more kill towards Sikte. That was now the full kill as he tagged that. Oh no, he tagged Steak there before. Now he's gonna peek into middle. Quite potentially could find someone, as we can see. Doista in connector. One more player towards middle. They're gonna pick up the bomb, and it's gonna be one more time the A hit. Quite potentially, but there's gonna be Yekin there, as I already said, with M249 waiting. It's a very interesting choice.
And like this weapon is pretty good. You can actually tap with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've taken it a few times, and it inflicts quite a lot of damage as well, so tapping with it is still doable. Yekinder now peeking towards jungle.
I think he just gave away his position by dropping down, so it's going to be auto clutch focusing on the under position, but here HS could be potentially the one finding the first kill.
Oh, does he? He barely spots him and instantly will get the kill. Will be refragged by Steak now, and this is potentially the first round that the auto clutch should be able to put on the board. They don't have any no grenades on the side of Volsung to really blow these low HP players up. Already Steak has positioned himself into shadow here. He's going to peek towards jungle, and Kree now with this peek is toying with his life a bit here. Unbeknownst to him, Steak is a lot closer with the AVP that you would expect for an off to be in.
Now Kree supposed to play and supposed to other player as well. Philip with 15 HP, and Kree, just an easy job for him. As I already thought, Kree is just gonna save like M249.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for it. I was kind of hoping for it there.
Here you go, that's your weapon. And still, I'm gonna ask one more time because I probably didn't hear the answer. Have you ever seen Husky, not Husky, but any player with this kind of scoreline?
Not when it's 11-0.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But now let's see. Will auto clutch as well? They're not looking for like too many answers. They haven't gone for a B rush, which I think, since Husky hasn't got any kills or any kind of assist or anything, could kind of throw him off and he could miss.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't, like, you've played 11 rounds just doing the same thing over and over again, so a bit of a change could throw you off. And you can see that auto clutch are not really considering this. They're just doing pretty much the same thing every round, apart from like 2 executes towards A. So yeah, hard time for them. Yekinder now pushing with the M249. He's not going to find a lot of success, but does find a bit of damage onto Doista.
Yeah, and some information as well. He spotted 2 players towards middle, so they know that this
finally
time.
Early man advantage for auto clutch.
Yeah, they can walk over
the champagne.
No, it's lost.
Oh,
it's lost. Just Brocky just got the kill against Sikte.
I just blinked and it's gone.
Yeah. You said it, and you one more time cast it curse.
Okay.
Like you can't say anything.
Right, disengagement. HS gets 3 kills. Watch. Simple.
Okay, it could be interesting. Let's see how many flashes or smokes are going through, or if the CT is getting smoked off. Will I just go for that ticket position?
Why not at this stage?
He's even going to rush towards the firebox. Waiting for someone to come out from connectors. Still terrorists waiting. HS, can you find a kill? As I believe he was just spotted. Should be really careful about this. He's gonna find one kill. That's Felipe going down. Has now one more grenade. Flash is gonna come through. HS with the second, looking for the third. No, it's gonna be Chetty killing him off. And only Chetty remaining here. 1v3.
That was close.
That was definitely close. Chetty can find the spray down as Kree is gonna find his kill. And it's gonna be 12-0. And we haven't seen a 16-0 match, and I think we won't see it because I just jinxed it. But we haven't seen it, right? 16-0 hasn't been.
No, we had
at least on stream.
The
close game has been 16-1.
Yeah.
I think. At least on stream. I think even on stream we haven't seen 16-2. Oh no, we saw against Sports Lithuania.
Yeah, Sports Lithuania on Nuke.
But 16-0. Can this be the day that we see it?
Is this the real life, or is this fantasy?
Can you sing the whole song? No. No escape from the... Okay, you don't know it. Well, let's continue on watching as it's still one more time a quick man advantage to the auto clutch, as Yekin there one more time was a bit too aggressive. As we know he likes to do so. We can see that he, like, Husky was in B, now he's rotated towards Yekin's position. Kree has rotated towards the apartments. This side is going to be the B hit. And Kree, he has to go huge. Has to find these plays because retake's scenario kind of feels scary for the side of Volsung. Because if they're going to take the side, they're not going to give it away for anything.
And with the Molotov, Kree will be taken down there, so only one player gets onto the B bomb site. HS instantly going for that retake. Steak now switching it out for the M4. This potentially might finally be the first round for the side of auto clutches. Now Brocky will be taken down, and Husky left in a 1 versus 5 will only get 1 kill. So Caster's Curse in full blown.
Yep, exactly.
You are welcome, Volsung. You are welcome.
Let's just see now as...
Husky, P90, let's go. Let's go!
Is he gonna rush somewhere? Maybe a mid rush, maybe an underground rush. It feels like Volsung can actually like do these things.
I mean, at this stage, they can do whatever they want. They can run with knives at them.
Yeah, basically. Only 2 more rounds left here. On this one, as Doist with the odds trying to find his luck, but the Molotov does not help him to get the early advantage here. As HS a bit too aggressive, as you can see, Philip is still waiting for this kind of a push.
Yeah, so ever present, of course, considering how much Volsung have been pushing so far, understandably so. And HS is probably not going to push further than this corner, at least shouldn't be doing so, because silence on the map means that they are waiting. And as I say that, he finds just the right timing as the AVP jumps down from the balcony. Now a cross smoke will be deployed here. Kree's going to be fully flashed for a moment. So finally now a late retake of middle coming out from auto clutch. So first good adjustment coming out from them.
At the moment as well, the grenades, and you can feel like Volsung as well. They have put a bit of they have stepped on the brakes a bit.
Yeah,
they're not being so aggressive. Like Kree as well. He had a chance to spot the players in the middle through the left side, but when the 2 flashes came out, I understood that there could be someone in that position. But the tracers give away Steek's position. And Kree has an easy kill through the smoke, as it's gonna be Stick now pushing towards short. Did Kree hear that, or will it be Stick finding a kill? No, it's gonna be Kree getting the kill, even though he just wanted the player right as he came in. Chetty with the bomb will try to push in, but there's gonna be 2 players checking him right now. He's gonna spot it, he's gonna get Husky, but Kree instantly with the kill, and only Philebe remains.
And with 15 seconds on the clock, he's going to be saving that AVP for the
economy
final
reset.
round.
What are Auto Clutch going to do now? They don't have the money.
Oh no.
Yeah, hey, Philebe even misses the shot there. It definitely feels like they're really thrown off here.
Well, this is pretty much as one-sided as it gets.
Yeah, exactly.
Apart from getting that 16-0, which is not happening because Auto clutch, excuse me, Husky picking up the auto sniper there.
Okay, so...
And Yakinder as well. Oh, let's go. This is going to be fun.
The last round, as we can see, 60 even is left only on CZ. Philebe, he's going to try his luck with the op. Burns down a bit, but nothing too significant. As Brocky's going to try his luck with the op. Has to be careful because HS already denied that kind of a chance of happening. I saw Sikt is going to find Brocky there. But they're covering the angles. Brekinder has found the kill. Only 2 players remaining here. What's going on? I can't really find even the kills happening on the map.
No, it's just random random at this stage. Doista and Steak, last man standing. Both have armors here, but 2 versus 5 with the grenade. Well, as I say that, Doista and Steak are able to pick up these kills. Now, Doista will go down, leaves only Steak 30 HP position known, only CZ in hand, and HS, of course, comes in and kills him off. 21 kills, 4 deaths. And 20 kills on Ikinder and 5 deaths, so KD of 4 and something.
You can't really analyze. Just also feeling the best at the moment. It feels like they just came out of like 3-hour deathmatch.
Yeah, that's definitely what it looks like. It seems that they were preparing the whole day only for this match. But in all seriousness, this is how it should have been, like for all the matches, for the teams that are playing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're practicing, you should be on top of your gameplay. As we can see here at the moment, AutoClutch are finding the kills with those P2000s and USPS. As now we can see, Husky is just going to wait for the push towards B. He quite potentially could find Doista, who oversteps the line. As they can rush, there's going to be only 2 players towards B. That's going to be also Chetty pushing for the information. It's going to be Husky losing his life. Can Kree and HS find a kill? Kree is going to find it. They're still going to wait for the push. And they're going to even have a player backstabbing them. As you can see here, Zeke is going to spot the player's head. Does not find a kill and has to change his position. As already they're being pushed from behind. Chetty can find those kills. If they're not fast enough, Chetty's gonna find a bomb, and only Creed remaining here, 1v4. I'm guessing then no luck for him, as Steak is gonna find his first kill of the second half, and the scoreline 14-2. So not even 16-1 is gonna be the score here. Is it maybe comeback? Maybe comeback?
I mean, seen it before.
We have seen it before, but with this lineup that they have at the moment, it shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't be happening. At the moment, have a technical pause. Hopefully it's going to be resolved soon. But what can you really say?
Not much apart from Volsung really just winning every single 1 versus 1 engagement for the first 11 rounds.
Yeah, their confidence is just so crazy. Even the Yakinder, like he pushed in the Palace, I believe like 2 or 3 times where he lost his life. He was continuing on and pushing there, but as well he doesn't like stop it at any stage as well. They don't feel any kind of pressure, Volsung, here to perform, but they are performing like crazy.
Yeah, well, for AutoClutch, as I already said, I really hope what we're seeing right now is them hiding the tactics before the LAN. Otherwise, they should be very, very concerned of how they're going to perform in the finals. Still, though, it is going to be the 20th and 21st October once again, where we're going to be in Saku Suurhall. So they do have quite a lot of time to go and prepare.
Maybe talking HS into stepping into their roster for the finals.
Yeah, just be like, Fileba, can you get sick for the finals, please? Chetty now does find these 2 kills with the AUG there. Very nice job from him, as the run boost didn't work out. HS will be able to find the kill. He's not going to go for that weapon pickup. So, now HS rotating around. He's not going to look for more kills.
Okay, yes, Sikta's going to easily find Yakinder there in HS. Now, 1 more time left. Only 5 Estonians at the moment alive in the server, as we can see. So he has to kill off his friends in a way there. As already mentioned before, he has played with the players from AutoClutch before. Before he got to pro level, and then he got back down to BESL level. Pretty interesting, guys. It's gonna be Phileb, a quick headshot into him, and AutoClutch still are looking pretty sharp here at the first few rounds. So now I'm curious to see how this one's gonna work out there in the end. So now let's see. Seek with the M4. Chetty still with that AUG. It was really good for him beforehand. We can see they're even gonna put so much emphasis towards middle, but the same thing goes for Volsung, but they're getting cleaned up. 3 players will die here at the end of this push, and only 2 remain here. Sasuke looking for a kill, can't find it. Brocky moving into the side, is gonna wait for this Zeus kill.
No.
Can like really survive it at this stage. Like they can Molotov you, they can force you out.
He's just trying to go for lulls here before the actual buy round sets in. So finally, in the second half, a more serious round on the way here. Now, also I'm interested to see if Wolfsburg are going to go for instant aggression towards a single site, sort of a bit gambling there, would be slightly reckless from them, and what it seems is going to be a pretty default round. They're going to go for that mid control early on here with that cross smoke. Of course, Brocky will be able to cross safely
Did Yekindar now spot Steak being aggressive here? Or no, that was Phileb aggressive, and Phileb wins the duel and almost finds the kill towards HS there as well. The Mox comes through, and HS, he gets the timing right to find the kill, as now they're slowly moving into the connector. It's gonna be Sikta with one player spray down, and still it's gonna be Volsung taking the side, but from short, Steak can be really a dangerous player here, as Chetty moves in from CT. He's gonna find HS, still 2 more players to find. Husky with Kree together left alive, and Steak has to make his move, and if he's gonna jump in here, that will be Husky finding a kill. He heard
Husky
everything.
also knows, he knows all of the positionings and finds the correct timing now. Ochede left in a 1 versus 2, does have the defuse kit, only knows where's one player is right now. And there's going to be Husky in connector here. Of course, the bomb planted for it as well. Chede in a situation where he's going to need to peek essentially 2 completely opposite directions. Taps the bomb once, and the check comes through from Husky being on low HP. But of course, an instant headshot is still a headshot, as now Kree backstabs him, and that is going to be the 15th round for Volsung here. So 15-4 here, and what looks like Volsung might close it out here and now.
Yes, exactly. They might, but as well, there we can see Brocky is going to be with the Mac 10, so I'm curious to see if they're just going to start to storm one site, and they will storm one site with Yekindar and Brocky in front. So I want to see how this one works out, as there's going to be Sikta with Phileb already there, and Phileb even with the scout, he already gets tagged up, and Sikta's going to find a kill. Sikta with 1 more, as Kree's going to take him down. It's not going to be all on Phileb here, although Steak as well in pretty good position with that up, but does not find a kill. 3v4 situation here as they move into the site. Can they really plant the screen? Moves in CT, he's gonna spot one, but the grenade from Chetty comes through. So even though Chetty has died, he still managed to find the kill. And Brocky, last man standing, he can't really do too much, because he's gonna spot player towards CT, he's gonna find the kill. There's still 2 more players waiting towards stairs there, and he's gonna be pushed. Can he find a kill? He can. He's running low on bullets. He has to reload, or he'll be rushed. Oh, he's gonna find a 1-tap. He still has 1 bullet left. No way, Brocky's gonna look for the Glock. He's gonna look for the kill. Can he find it? He can with the burst fire. Okay.
Cool. 16.
Yeah, well, I have to say, like, Husky, what the hell, man? You just got only 4 kills. You almost lost your team a game. It was getting close there at the second half. Like,
I mean, yeah. So for auto clutch, they had like 2 set rounds towards A, and then afterwards they just tried to take middle for the better part of the game and play from there. Because they were continuously losing entries, they pretty much were playing off of the back foot for the most of the rounds, them being on the terrorist side. Now, I did like the small adjustment they made in terms of retaking middle later on into the game, around the 1 minute mark. Something we've talked about being played on Mirage previously. And even still in those situations, they only found 2 rounds. So all in all, for auto clutch, I mean, a good thinking material on their side, and definitely would suggest reviewing this match, as it is going to become very clear for them what was their downfall. Extremely pleasant sight to see here, of course, from the side of Volsung, that are able to mix in a solid amount of aggression, being able to secure quite a lot of rounds here and that afterwards. So of course, throwing in a bit of fun for whoever is hating in the chat, a big fat you know what in your direction, because if you tell me that I'm fangirling about someone buying a Negev here, once again, be in a position where you can actually win a match in a decent fashion before you flame me about buying a Negev, alright? There you go. Cheers, Skin Lords.
Good to hear that. Good to hear that. But for Volsung, I really hope that they're going to bring the same force, the same feeling to the finals as well. As for now, we're going to head into small break. I believe Volt giveaway has not given out yet, yes? So still type in chat, #Volt, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll be able to win 10 euros from Volt. But for now, we're heading into small break. And when we come back, AYN against Figure 05.
Go big, go boom, with guns of boom. Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom, with guns of boom. Lešik, butik, jau viss ir redzēts. Killer, tas viss ir redzēts. Skandāls, secret, viss ir redzēts. Creepy, crazy, jā, viss ir redzēts.
Pārsteidz mani, un tagad pārsteidz mani.
Lūdzu, jaunā Helio interaktīvā televīzija nomaina Lattelecom ITV. Televizors, tālrunis un planšete darbojas kā viens vesels. Tagad pārvaldi un aizraujies pilnīgi jaunā līmenī. Izklaide progresē. Helio!
Cities are rising in front of me. I wanna hide it, want to go back to sleep. I wish I could rewind it. Can I rewind it? We woke up naked, like we're more than friends. We can go through it, can do it all again, like we rewind it. Like we rewind it, and I don't wanna know, I just wanna feel. We let it go, nothing is wrong, we make it real. Don't wanna care, just live and die. I see you there, nothing is wrong for you and I. Oh, we're somewhere else, oh, somewhere else in mind. Oh, we're somewhere else, but still we can't rewind. But it's just something I don't believe in. Still we rewind it. Keep on rewind it. Across the borders, beyond the city lights, a new horizon with unforgiving lies, but I don't mind it. Keep on rewind it, and I don't wanna know, I just wanna feel. We let it go, nothing is wrong, we make it real. Don't wanna care, just live and die. I see you there, nothing is wrong for you and I. Oh, we're somewhere else, oh, somewhere else in mind. Oh, we're somewhere else, but still we can't rewind.
Reaching out, and my heart is with you. So much in between, things we've never seen. You're a mirage that my mind can't see through. Are you here with me? One day we can see. And all my life, unbroken ways, but I know that time makes ways. But I know that time makes ways. And all my life, unbroken ways, but I know that time makes ways. But I know that time makes ways. makes waves.
Nobody said it'd be easy, but we took a train to the ceiling. And now I'm high on all of my feelings. Don't wake me up from the stream. I bought a one-way ticket to space. Let's get out of here. I heard Jupiter's nice this time of year. Out in the wild, find our eating. Let's stay a while, never leaving. Sound the alarm in my heart. We're taking off. Sound the alarm in my heart. We're taking off. Don't let go, I want your body around, all around, all around. Sound the alarm in my heart. We're taking off. Taking off. Taking off. Found you in all of the madness. I heard your voice in the static. Your skin on my skin like a magnet. I won't look down when we crash. I bought a one-way ticket to space. Let's get out of here. I heard Jupiter's nice this time of year. You turn my world on its axis. Out here where anything happens. Sound the alarm in my heart. We're taking off. Sound the alarm in my heart. We're taking off. Don't let go, I want your body around, all around, all around. Sound the alarm in my heart. We're taking off.
summer where my spirit's free. No one's stopping me now. I just can't wait until the summer when I meet with you again. Yeah, I just can't wait until the summer when my spirit's free. No one's stopping me now. I just can't wait until the summer when I meet with you again. Yeah, I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I just can't wait until the summer. I just can't wait until the
Welcome back to the stream that we're having for the 7th week in a row. In the 7th week, we are on day 3 here, and we want to remind you about the giveaway that's going to be happening. First of all, Vault giveaway, and the other giveaway, the big giveaway that you can see there at the bottom of the description below, where you can win a monitor, a mouse, a keyboard. What else was there? Headphones,
power banks, bags, tickets, VIP tickets, and
there's
I
everything.
think a few other things as well.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of things that you can win. So please be sure to check that one out. There's a link in the description below. You can it works around entries, so you can have tons of entries. You can get even, I believe, 4 entries a day.
Yeah, there are a few plus daily entries that you can get. Yeah, plus the one-time entries as well. So
yep.
I think there's actually quite a lot of overall entries already at this stage. So make sure you jump into that pool.
Yep.
As of course, still the giveaway on the way.
Exactly, but we do have the last game of week 7 now on our way. Figure 05 against AYN. We already saw Figure 05 playing against eSports. They looked really good, even getting them to the overtime, which was just crazy. Now playing against AYN. In theory, it should be Figure 05's match, just like how we saw they're playing against eSports. But I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to say that AYN, they're going to take this one, because the last few weeks they really are surprising us, and really doesn't feel like there's an opponent that they cannot take down. Even against the big guns, they're showing up.
Yeah, well, so you're saying what? Sorry, scoreline?
It's going to be 16-10.
16-10.
Yes, in favor of AYN.
Okay, so I've actually put down 16-11 in favor of Figure 05, just because they had such a good game here initially today against eSports. Even though they did lose out in the overtime, I still feel like coming into this next match, playing against AYN, they might feel less pressured, and I feel like they might perform a bit better off of that.
Oh, okay. I thought they might feel less pressured, and then they're gonna fail, because AYN are looking really good. As I said, it has to be AYN winning this one. Why are you even picking Figure 05? Do you want to lose the prediction game here in week 7?
It's either both of us suffer or I do next week. So
or I. So no, we can both suffer. It's 3-3, right?
3-4.
3-4. I'm winning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then good. Okay, because I thought that we were tied up.
No, we're not tied up.
We're not tied up. Okay. So it might be pretty fun. As at the moment, we do have only 2 players on server. We already saw Wave showing up for the side of Figure 05. Do you think he's going to still be a strong force in this match?
I mean, yeah, it's like, what, 2 hours have passed. It should still be...
An hour?
They started the game at 8.
So the game at 8. They played the game. Then they were 1 game pause, and now they're playing again.
I'll make
1 hour. Quick math.
Huh?
1 hour has passed before they played.
Yeah.
Because they finished the game at 9 o'clock, 9:06.
I like how this is becoming extremely difficult at this stage. Yes, you are right. It is 1 hour between the matches, so even more so than like it's only 1 hour to really calm your nerves, run around a bit in the DM just to make sure that you're not cooled down too much here. But speaking of lineups, then one more time on the side of Figure 05, we're going to see Ament, Wave, Kaitz, Cho, and Spark still standing in.
Yes, and on the side of AYN, we're going to see Tulip, Kritsu, Abyssal, Switcher, and ZFX. Weirdly enough, not HS. I thought he's going to stand in for every single team here in this tournament. I think in week 8 we're going to see HS playing every single game.
I mean, he could be like a tournament available stand.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, call me if you need anything.
Yeah. Like we don't have a stand-in. Do you have any stand-ins ready? Well, we do have this guy HS.
Yeah, HS is just like we can pick him up as a BSL stand-in for whoever needs help.
Exactly. We might even try to get him to cast at least one day here. like standing in for the casters.
Oh,
as
for
well.
us as well, like just a stand-in for everything.
Yeah, just so he does every single job here in BSL. It could be pretty fun. And of course, yeah, our producer said that he wants to have a Switch as well. So HS, if you're watching and if you're ready to help us out one more time,
stand in for us as well.
Yeah.
Well, talking about the match itself, it is going to be cash. Played here, so either team really has a solid chance on this map. So the map, I really feel like between these two does not decide much. It's more about the approach in general and how the match will be played from the terrorist side of either of the teams. For the side of Figure 05, we already called out Wave as one of the players that we should be watching. I feel like for AYN, once again, it is going to be a BESL, a crucial factor on their side, as he's found a lot of success beforehand. And as well, as I already said, Kritu usually shows up in those moments where it really matters. And from that point on, if he's successful, it's pretty hard to stop him. So either these two players probably are going to be more crucial for the side of AYN here.
Oh, that was pretty quick from Kritu. It feels like Kritu as well is feeling it.
Yeah.
This could be a pretty fun match because we, as I already said, like AYN, last few games, the events, it has been all the time a really hard battle for both of the teams that they have played. And all the time, like getting to those double digits almost every single game. So here as well, I'm really curious to see if it's going to be AYN battling it against like until the point where Figure 05 just overrun them, or it will be them actually staying their ground. Because here on Cash, as we said, like a 50-50 kind of situation here.
And I cannot really even say which team would really be beneficial on either side. I mean, I just mentally don't have an image of that, so it's hard for me to imagine what either of these teams could throw out here. I mean, we've seen both of these teams already beforehand in this season playing Cash, and there's definitely not like a strategy in my mind that either of these teams has used that would be something like we would like to see again being done here on Cash. So it's more gonna be about these on-the-fly adjustments and who's going to be better at reading the opponent. Of course, rotations is extremely crucial on the CT side for them to be correct. And the timing of them also needs to be correct, and not to leave too many gaps on the map where the enemy might slip through. It is quite a horizontally widespread map, not such in verticality. So if you look from above onto the actual map, so I think for AYN it is going to be crucial in terms of excuse me, not AYN, but in whoever is going to be on the terrorist side, it's going to be crucial at least throwing in one fake towards A.
Yes, that one thing I was thinking about, because we have seen like those quick rotations. As well, like when terrorists can fake like both sides, even at the same time and almost at the same time run to the one side. Because A is pretty easily faked and then moving into middle towards B side, so the mid control.
And also, once again, like if you are looking on the overlay of the map from bird's eye view, the CTs essentially are playing in a straight line throughout the sites. As well as middle. So whenever some sort of execution is happening, if the CTs have not pushed in somewhere, they're never going to have enough information, meaning that for most of the times, at least one person is going to rotate towards one or different site. And as well, of course, with enough amount of mid presence, pushing even the enemies, even the CTs out of middle, essentially their only free source of information and free, I say, with having a bit of a warning sign on top of it, then I mean, whoever is going to be on the terrorist side more successfully, I feel like is going to be the victorious the team in this match. Yeah, exactly, that is true. Now let's see how the knife round is going to go through, as I do think Figure 05 are going to be okay starting on either side. With their luck that they've had on entry tracks against Baltic Sports, I think on C side it's not going to be too hard for them to play and try to like fake or stop AYN at their tracks. And it's going to be them winning the knife round, so I'm curious to see which side they want to start on. They'll probably start CT.
Probably. Yes, they will start on CT side, and we'll jump into the match any moment now. So one more time, our predictions for this one is for you 16-11 in favor of Figure 05, and I said 16-10 in favor of AYN.
Yeah, so we both agree that it is going to be a closer game.
Yeah, it should at least, because as well, like yesterday's games as well were all the time close. Today we had 1 overtime, 1 stomp, so this should be just like a regulation close type of game.
Yeah.
So you could have all the types of games here.
Good old standard best of 1 match, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So now let's see. Instantly, AYN are going to rotate towards the B side. All 5 of them there. Wave together with Spark and wait for them. And we already saw Wave how well he plays. He's going to get a quick headshot into 1, but instantly will be taken down by Kritu, who had good luck in the warm-up with that Glock. As now, let's see, can Spark hold his sides? They're already running in. He can't even find the first kill, and through the smoke, Cho won't fight too much as well. You can see here there are 3 players towards checkers, and they're gonna hear AYN running towards B lobby there. As from the upper, Kites won't find anything. There's 1 player in the site. As I said, 3 players in checkers.
Yeah, Kai is now just passing information for AYN here so he can understand which positions he can push quickly here. They don't have any defuse kits. Cho has been dropped down to 4 HP. Kai has just been taken down. Switcher with 2 kills here. AYN has found 1, but that is going to be it as BESL finds his 2nd in this round as well. AYN will be able to secure that 1st round with a good old classic B rush.
Yeah, at first it looked pretty shaky when Wave got that first shot, but then no more luck for him as Spark as well was pretty fast rush down.
Well, in that situation, like when you get that entry and you see that this is a B rush, you always have that sort of temptation to go for those repeats, and of course you cannot really judge a guy being able to land a mid-air 1-tap onto the opponent. Kait's now peeking towards the AYN. Will spot a lot of these players. The flashbang comes through. They're going to be pushing into AYN here. They're going to get 2 kills. And the grenade from Switcher will instantly take both of those players out. Now Spark only dealing damage here as Cho and Wave are going to be the last 2 guys standing on this side of figure 05. Cho will spot one of the players. Unfortunately, the strafe does not work out into his favor. Wave has also been spotted, already dropped down to 39 HP. Doesn't even get to cross back towards the car position. So very nice round coming out from AYN, but figure 05 with that flashbang. Oh, I feel like if there would have been another CT, there would have been a different story.
And for AYN as well, I really like what they did. They smoked off middle. They made the wall of smokes in middle just to fade out, and then instantly rushed towards the A side. And the fact that the smokes were there, figure 05 instantly pushed for information, and that was the only thing that helped Kites get those 2 kills. Let's hear one more time. The B push is going to happen. All players in middle from figure 05, and only Kritu here looking for the lucky shots that he can take.
And now these CTs definitely already hear that the B bomb site has been taken. Kritu in a bit of a dangerous position, as I say that though. Switcher yet again finding 2 kills almost instantaneously here. And with the MAC-10, Tulip is on the hunt for that money with the flashbang into middle. Is going to jump out. We'll find AYN, and only Cho remaining here. Instantly is going to be dinked, and Kritu comes in to help out there just to make sure all 5 people on the side of AYN survive. And that is great news once again for their money situation.
Exactly. Kai has decided to buy the op and save for it. It's a really good choice. I'm going to see if he's going to go for aggressive peak. Quite potentially they need to have that to get back into the game. Kind of throw off AYN so they really think about where they want to go to with the op and play. But one more time, 3 players towards middle just to make sure that everything is going according to plan. And only Wave will stay towards B site, which looks like it's going to be the site of contact over here. As he spawns the players, he's going to kill off 1. That is the bomb also dropped. I'm not sure if that shows up in radar that the bomb was there. As here is going to be way looking for the shots. Has to be careful because they're going to be rushing down. But the fact that there is Cho waiting in the vents, oh, that could have helped Wave so much. As he's going to go down to ZFX as well. We can see Kai is going to miss his first opening shot. There's still 2 more players in the middle. And it's looking more and more tough for figure 05 to take this side back. As Kritu finds 1 more player towards middle and tags up Spark as well.
Yeah, so AYN really finding a lot of success here, and yet again it was Wave who opened it up with the first entry there. Spark able to find another one. Still though, Kritu now with this long flank should be securing this round for him. It actually comes down with the peak. Heights was expecting a connector push, and Kritu quickly cleaning up those 2 kills. Are they gonna? They didn't even go for that AVP pick, or perhaps didn't have the time for it. Yeah. Still though, for figure 05, this is so far looking pretty bleak.
Yep, exactly. On cash, they're really not showing up as this is kind of CD side map, but AYN at the moment have played it really well. I like the fact that they don't have too many players like moving around the map. When they take the side, and it's really working out for them. They don't need to have any kind of player waiting in like Squeaky, where you see many of the teams put the player. As Spark even has found a kill with a CZ, as Wave still trying to stay alive, as he's gonna find a kill. The bomb's up down, but he can't find anything else. Now only 2 players remain here, and Kites will go down to Kritu there in the end. They do have all the time at least 1 player towards middle, and then they decide which side they want to hit. And weirdly enough, there's not too much strats going into this one, but it's working out.
Yeah, and Kritu seems to be the man of choice who they're going to leave into middle here. The flashbang through the vents will allow Cho to get out into checkers. I don't think he suspects the player to be here, and that is going to be Switcher finding the right timing, and 5-0 so far. A very convincing momentum coming out of AYN, and really, so far from figure of 5, like, okay, they were active towards that A main in the second round, and I would really like to see something like that coming in now as well, as that's at least one way how you can start regaining momentum, force the enemy not to be overconfident here. And as I say that, still ZFX comes out on top in that engagement, because now Spark is going to be put into possession where Wave was previously playing. He hears the players already trickling too, and not showing himself is putting himself in a very good opportunity here to find more than 1 kills. Gets the first one, but needs to follow up here. Gets the second, gets the minimum requirement done, as ZFX will put an end to his life. A 2v2 retake here for B bomb side. The bomb is yet to be planted, and AYN still has that incendiary grenade available, as you can see now with that smoke being deployed and the grenade on top as well. Tulip will only drop down only to 70 HP here, so not a lot of health stolen away. ZFX waiting for anyone to push into that headshot position, also being wary of the fact that someone might be coming from B lobby, as Cho is yet to show himself. AYN now will go down. Cho in a 1 versus 2, doesn't have a kit, waiting desperately for that ZFX peak, which didn't happen, and Tulip able to quickly clean it up. So 6-0, and my god.
Yeah, as well, we saw that Kayates was trying to get the kill towards middle instantly, but ZFX with that quick flick instantly denies that kind of opportunity as well. And then the op was picked up by Cho, but as well, it doesn't feel like he was finding the place to use it. And one more time, a rush towards the B side. AYN are really feeling this one.
And rushing into pistols like this might turn out horribly wrong for them, as Wave now in the smoke trying to evade these opponents. Tulip mindful, of course, checking everything around him. Spark is able to find one, looking to find more, as Cho dropping out of the vents will go down. That is also going to be Kai dying in heaven, and Abyssal will take down Spark, leaving only AYN alive. Does have the armor, will find a kill here, but that should be it. Position known, no rifle available, limited bullets in the CZ to work with, so he has to go for this weapon pickup, and of course with the flashbang timed to perfection. Abyssal quickly finding a 7th round for them, and once again AYN. Okay, so they've been pretty stable for the past few games, and now in this game though, what seems to be the big difference in terms of what we've seen before coming out from them is the pace of the game. They've actually have started to playing faster.
Yeah, as well faster, and the fact that they're not being too overconfident. It doesn't feel like at any point the decisions are too rushed, even though rounds are fast. And maybe here AYN can find his luck, as the players are tickling into the A side. It's going to be only Cho here that can save him, but Switcher instantly is going to find a kill, and now AYN pushing into the side. The bomb's going to be planted. Can he find a kill? He's going to look for the first one, but instantly Kritu is going to take him down. As now Switcher's going to look for his luck, but Koitz with that no-scope is gonna kill him off. So now 3-2. Finally, they can go for the retake. But you can see where Tulip is gonna find one, and through the smoke almost finds one more. Kaitz, he's in the sight. And do they have the information about him? I think they do.
Yeah, it seems that they know that he's already crossed into a sight here. So Kaitz also having the AVP in hand in a 1 versus 3 with that zoom for sure. Position confirmed, and kill as well, as Kritu yet again disposes of the opponent. And really, figure of 5 on a very steep downward slope here right now.
Yeah, as well. Although they have lost 8 rounds in a row, they still are sometimes forced on those ecos. In those eco rounds as well, as you said, like, AYN know that they're going to be on eco round, but they still decide to push forward, and nothing changes. They still win it. Yeah, still there. And now it's going to be mid push. They're coming out from Cho, close range with the CZ. Let's see if he's going to find any luck, as no players are going to be boosted up. And finally, AYN has switched the game as well. You can see that they're putting pressure on both sides here. And here, Abyssal did spot the play, and he's going to find a wave. So this aggression does not work out. Cho as well has to be careful, as there are still some players around middle. Let's see how much Tulip can do here. He's going to spot the play, and he's going to get the kill against AYN. AYN just basically rushed into his crosshair. There is Cho. He's going to find the AK. But in a situation in 3 against 4, he has the armor, so no aim punch at least. But still, the rest of his teammates have pistols, and how quickly. And every single corner is checked as well by AYN.
Yeah, so they're really keen on having this round, though. Still sort of doable for Spark, as Abyssal and Tulip both on low HP. But as I say that, Abyssal with the flank, 2 HP, not afraid to peek. Yeah. Information gained in the process as well, and then the 9th round for the side of AYN. In terms of kills, though, I mean, Switcher pretty much at this point already as expected. Abyssal not really showing up to the extent that we were expecting, but the Switcher is able to compensate there. So pretty good stuff coming out from AYN here. Yet again, putting 3 players in middle. Cho able to find the entry there as AYN gets the follow-up, and Abyssal
finds them both as finally F05 decided they need to just rush in, instantly find the kills as here Wave does damage to Abyssal, only 2 HP, and he's gonna find a kill, and only 2 players now remaining on side of AYN.
And pushing B lobby now, he's gonna quickly understand that there's no players there. This is warning signs for Kayitz. He's already repositioning himself, and now looking towards the actual site. Will spot, of course, the cross smoke being deployed here, and does he suspect that Switcher is already there? Spotted the gun barrel. Also with that jump, spotted another player in a highway. As you can see, in a retake situation now, ZFX really needs to get this kill. The flashbang in, the shot missed. Switcher comes out with help. Here's the player in highway, gets the second kill and knows the position of Wave because ZFX was killed off there, and with that smoke now, it's gonna be playing around it. Oh, this is mind games all around for Wave here. He does have the defuse kit and is gonna be able to tap the bomb. He's actually gonna hold it, and he's gonna get it. Can he get it? He gets the kill and even gets the kill onto Switcher. The bullets ran out.
What was that there? When you're that close to sight and you don't see anyone just like peeking out, you need to run. You need to run. A small mistake that costs a round for AYN, but as well at this stage they can now reset the economy of Figure 05 and win the rest of the rounds here and put the scoreline 14-1.
Yeah, at this stage, like 9 rounds on cash on the terrorist side is a very, very good result.
Yeah, exactly here. And Kayitz doesn't find any luck towards middle as the flash come through, but now he's gonna find Kritu. And does he understand that there's one more player as he's already being tagged out, but it is Tulip not finding kill, and now he's gonna find it and moving instantly into vents there as there's Spark waiting in B lobby, finding the kills. So now finally this aggression will be slowed down from AYN as they're not finding the kills that fast.
Yeah, another flashbang through the vents towards Checkers just to keep people intact onto B as the bomb is actually going to be heading towards A here. Will be picked up and is going to be heading into main. They have the AVP in hand as they're going to play towards contact here, but ZFX slightly rushing with his timing might have just thrown this round away. They should have walked together as a unit. Switcher able to retaliate there, but very quickly Abyssal left in a 1 versus 3 with the AVP in hand, and of course that gap in the smoke will allow Wave to pick up that kill. So the second round, and very importantly back-to-back round, instantly also puts AYN on a tactical timeout.
Which is pretty interesting. We've seen AYN, they do take a lot of tactical timeouts now. At the end here of the season, they even took one after the side switch just to make sure that they get that pistol round. And here, what is it they need to talk about? Like that Figure 05 have catched up on what they're exactly doing.
They need to understand the fact that they're starting to lose these 1v1 battles.
Yeah, that has been an issue at the moment.
In it, like, because initially there was continuously trade possibility, and now when it's not there, that should be on the back of minds of AYN here. ZFX yet again to pick up the AVP, and Tulip actually going for that Mac 10.
So we're gonna see fast B rush, and you can see Figure 05 hasn't read that just yet, so it's going to be Wave and Spark for the defense. Spark moving into the Checkers as Wave is going to miss his first opening shot, and Spark has to switch his position to get those kills as they're going to slowly move in. Spark looking for the spray, that's going to find one, but only one as Wave through the smoke almost finds a player, but as Joe moves in, he could potentially find this guy over here. He's looking for a kill, but he's playing really good around the angle, and Tulip's going to win it in the end as now Kayitz looking for the shots, and Wave has to be really careful, but with his positioning is still going to find Tulip there, and even looking potentially for more as ZFX with the AWP does not find anything as well. And AYN now backstabbing, tagging only the players. He's going to get peeked. Abyssal has found Wave, and that leaves only 2 against 3 situation here, but still AYN's going to win in this duel, instantly losing it to Kritu. And now Kayitz, can he find a kill? He's going to find one. The bomb is almost being planted. He's going to find a no-scope to make sure that they win it.
And gets there right in time to actually deny the bomb plan. So that's a bit of extra money stolen away from the side of AYN there. They did try to throw in a curveball as to rushing towards B, but I feel like it took like 2-3 seconds, a bit too long when from the first point of contact till them getting onto the site, and really they didn't even get that close, only very late in the round. Choke here already able to find Abyssal, who had ran out into middle. AYN now needs to be extremely careful there, as you can see already the ZFX is expecting a push to happen.
Now let's see when the smoke's gonna fade. The smoke's gonna fade pretty early on. I think ZFX just spotted the play and he's gonna find the kill as he picked up the grenade in his hands. Quite unfortunate. Wave finds Tulip towards the B side as well, so now 3-4. One more time, AYN. I have to say, when they started to spread out around the map, as you already said, they lost that trade potential. Now everything's falling apart. And even here, they need to go all together, and they're really risking that Figure 05 might have pushed in positions that they were not expecting, as they didn't have too many players here towards B side. When Tulip died, that was it.
Yeah, and you can see off the push of Cho into a main, they've gathered that, of course, this is going to be a B hit, and Kayit's not spotting anyone in middle means all these players are here. Will be able to move into the headshot position, does get only 1 kill here, but instantly Wave there is still to trade as he's going to find 1 kill, looking for that second. Kayit's also missing that no zoom, and Wave able to follow up here. So Figure 05 are looking to, tempo-wise, they might potentially put up even 6 rounds here, and who knows, they might be even able to return the favor here. So,
most definitely.
A positive tendency for Figure 05 so far, and for AYN starts to bring back flashbacks about how they're not able to transition into closing out a match.
Yeah, that is true. As one more time, they're going to try to rush towards the B site. Let's see if it's going to work out. That spot away with the flashbang, he's going to find the kill. As at the moment of Dragon Force team finding even one more. And this is one more time, I believe, just a round ended already for the side of Figure 05 as Wave just continue on to push, and BESL will now finally kill him off. As we can see, it's going to be 2 against 3 situation as Tulip also finds the kill. He's going to look for more luck here, but he's risking a lot with putting a BESL at the moment solo, trying to lurk because he's waiting for the backstab.
Oh, and with that peek, Tulip actually finds Kayit here as well. So now a 2 versus 2 situation. Instantly tides have changed as AYN flashbang themselves into middle here just to make sure no flanking player is behind them. Cho previously was pushing A main. I'm not entirely sure if they had that information about the fact itself. And now, oh, Cho, what?
2 quick headshots. Tulip and BESL had no idea what hit him.
Yeah, that's a stop with an exclamation mark.
Yeah, exactly. This is Figure 05 that we saw against WSD Sports.
Yeah, now they're switching it up.
Yeah,
and if AYN are not going to be able to find another, say, 2 back-to-back rounds here, obviously this is going to be the last round in this first half, they are in a dangerous position of denying themselves any further success here, and what seemed to be very confident in the beginning might bite them in the back now. Amon struggling to find the kill onto Switcher. Cho pushing out, not expecting for a BESL to be there as Amon only saw 1 player. Wave has been able to deal a good amount of damage here and actually gets the kill there as well, as in the meantime ZFX has found Kayit, and Tulip yet again finds Spark towards B. Wave in a 1 versus 3 situation here. AYN looking to get that 10th round. He's going to be able to find ZFX, who was towards A, still in a 1 versus 2 situation. Tulip in a nice off angle there. Kritu is going to plant the bomb in the open. Wave, of course, as well, able to pick up that defuse kit, shooting through the vent. I believe, he saw Kritu, definitely saw him as an instant headshot comes through. And now Tulip needs to pick his timing. When do you peek? Oh, now the gun barrel!
And he's gonna find it. The 10th round goes the way of AYN. Very well played there from Wave, finding that first kill. The fact that he slowed down a bit, and Tulip as well, he was looking to even push through that smoke if Wave instantly rushed into the site. So even then, probably Wave would have tried to bait it with the fuse. The player out, and Tulip was already in good position. So it was kind of set there for AYN at that stage.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see what Figure 05 can bring to the table. As judging by their buy, it seems that they're willing to return the favor in the same fashion, but it seems they're going to go for a good old few people. Oh, it's not actually a boost. They're going to be heading into a main here, but 3-man push coming out from AYN into B lobby very quickly. A lot of information gathering. They're actually looking to even push further here. There's no real requirement, and Cho struggling so much. Kritu comes out on top there as a BESL now. Peeking from T-spawn was able to be a bit of a distraction as Wave now has found Tulip towards A site. The A site has been secured. Nice taking advantage of the situation there. Kayit's now finding ZFX as well. And BESL, last man standing with 12 HP.
And Kayit, I believe, just spotted him shoulder peeking, so this should be a kill for Kayit. Exactly. So 6-10. As you said, if they're going to continue on winning these rounds, then Figure 05 definitely can come back into this one.
I mean, for Figure 05, they just need these follow-up rounds and one by round 1 And that should be really a serious game on our hands here, as long as the tendencies prevail. Figure 05 should come out on top here. Still sticking to my prediction.
Well, yeah, let's see if that's going to happen. As I like the fact that Figure 05, although they were really shut down in the first half, they haven't lost their confidence. Even like this wave just peeking into middle, making sure that they know that he's here. And he doesn't spot the player in the sandbags as he's hiding very well. And looking now for the kill with the CSGO. He's going to find one, looking for a second, but AYN instantly is going to kill him off. And even the guy in the middle goes down to Kaitz. As we can see, Figure 05, they have taken mid-control, something that's AYN we're not doing too often.
Yeah, it puts as well Kritu on the A site in a very awkward position. You're exposed from so many angles, essentially forced to stay on the site. AYN will find him there as well. So now BESL in connector here, just hoping somebody walks through. And yeah, Kaitz has found Switcher as well. So really no luck with these pistols for AYN. And they might, Figure 05 might survive with 4 people another round here.
That could be the case. I already thought someone was going to push towards CT. Now as the bomb plan is going to go through, AYN together with Spark might lose their lives. They're not careful enough around this zigzag position. Yeah, as you can see, they're not pushing.
And of course, there's no real reason. They know BESL is on a CZ, so he's going to be probably showing himself. And as I say that, he finds the kill onto AYN here. He's going to be able to retrieve the AK, but does not suspect for Spark to be here. Spark, hello, you need to get that kill instantly there. And okay, that last bullet was so random.
Yeah, it got very lucky. Maybe even through that edge there on the right side. As at the moment, you're going to see 7 to 10. Not the Byron coming out from AYN just yet. So I'm curious to see if there's going to be a stack. We saw as well, like Figure 05, how they decided to stop this kind of aggression. So they went for aggressive peaks in B as well as in A side as well, active towards middle. So if AYN are going to take the same way, the same approach to stop Figure 05. As you can see here, instantly Kaitz with the USPS, and only USPS in his hand, as he's waiting to save for that op. We can see in middle who's going to be boosted up there. As they're looking for a shot, they can't even boost up, but ZFX finds the kill. As you can see, the A side, B side is going to be taken. The bomb is here in the middle.
And they just spotted the bomb as well, and this is, yeah, this is weird. Whoever's going to be going through those vents is going to be in a world of trouble, but as I say that, Spark finds first and gets the second kill as well. Really, ZFX should have been able to find a kill in that situation, having that AK pickup.
As well, she chose a position where instantly someone coming out from the vents will see him, and without the armor, he was in really bad position. But here as well, he decides to go without the armor. He's going to pick up the op, he's going to head towards middle. But as you can see, Figure 05, they do put one player towards B, and they won't have any kind of aggression towards middle just yet. Maybe a boost here. They're going to boost up even 2 people. So let's see how this one's going to work out. As FX is waiting for
he spotted the head!
But he missed the opportunity to find a kill, and I believe he was tagged there in the process as well.
Yeah, and as I said that though, Tulip has been dropped down to 17 HP as well in connector there. So once again, AYN forced to give up mid control here for Figure in favor of Figure 05, and now being on that ledge there with the AVP in hand, Kaitz is going to be peeking towards A site, and whoever is on the A site needs to be extremely careful sitting in that NBK position, as Wave already here as well has deployed the cross smoke and looking to see where he can leave this grenade. Kritu really hearing a lot of action but not seeing many people, as only now the push is coming through. 3 players through highway, still need to cross in front of the car as ZFX has found a kill, but AYN able to find a Tulip here and Cho picking up Kritu. AYN now battling out with ZFX towards the car position.
And he has a reinforcement in the way of a BESL as Switcher is going to move into the A main. As you can see, Joy's already checking that position. An easy kill for him as AYN's going to find one. That's the R player in BESL. Now either he survives and saves the weapon, or he can possibly even go for a retake over here. But he does not have the kits and the time is running out. He's going to save the op, and it's going to be Figure 05 getting one more round. And the fact that I said that AYN really needs to start pushing for information, if they're going to do that, they're going to run into Figure 05 players waiting on those angles. Because there was player waiting in B main for someone to push. There's player waiting in middle, in A side as well. So Figure 05 at the moment have really covered their T side pretty well.
Yeah, for sure. BESL just heard the player in middle here, so he's just gonna walk around this corner and hide away. So still AYN have the AVP in hand. We have seen a few teams finding success with such a setup where the remaining teammates are on pistols and only one op. But that does mean that BESL absolutely must deliver on each shot he takes.
Exactly, and he's not going to find too much left towards B side. Only if Kaitz decides to go for the peak as well, but he's just waiting one more time just for the rush.
Yeah, they obviously understand the economical situation for them. Cho as well, making sure nobody has pushed through that smoke there, instantly peeking towards the right-hand side of it. Switcher in connector as well, with the Seize It in hand, realistically won't find much luck in that distance towards middle or boost, but every now and then you do suddenly see the bullets flying in the same position.
Now let's see as they're slowly pushing out towards middle, so they're going to take mid control. They do have players in their mains more, so it looks like one more time the A split going through, as there is Cho trying to make tons of noise towards the B, towards the A site. Now let's just see how this is going to go through as it affects. This is pretty good position, but as well, it's not usually checked, but on second time he won't be able to use it anymore.
And AYN now go for that gamble, stacking more towards the B bomb side, because after the smoke was deployed here, they didn't find any, like, no players were peeking from the side of Figure 5, and here, oh, Cho already ready for that.
Was even expecting that
scenario, yeah.
And they've spots one player rotating through CT, so they already know the rotations come through. Even two players peeking here, as Krito did find one, and Tulip here in the middle quite potentially could find the other one if he gets the timing right, because Wave as well could peek in towards CT middle, and he will. He's looking for that shot, but Tulip's gonna win in that duel, so now 3v3, and there's still an op in play for AYN.
But no defuse kit, so if they go for this, they need to go now, and judging by the super static movement of Switcher and Abyssal, it's quite clear that there is no retake in plan, and this is going to mean that it is going to be 10-10, so Figure 5 able to bring it back here on equal grounds now, both of these teams, still a 50-50.
Now let's see, as they're just going to save the weapons. One op is going to be saved as well. Switcher quite potentially could go for a connector, but he's deciding not to push. And with now this information, since Abyssal seen and no one's pushing there, they should have just gone and picked up the A. But not doing
gone
so.
for it, but yeah. I mean, he's on 22 HP and doesn't really want to lose... wait, he didn't even have an armor.
Yeah, he didn't.
Oh, well, that makes no sense. We have one player out of this server for the side of AYN, that is no, excuse me, not Tulip.
Can you recall?
Sorry?
There's always a problem for me to remember the player who is missing there. Now I know. Now I know.
Sorry, Krito?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly, so he's not going to be here at the moment. Hopefully he's going to be back soon. Oh, as long as I can understand, I'm going to check if there's any kind of information in the chats. Nope, nothing of sorts.
Yeah, Tulip did say NS there in one.
Nice shot, yeah. So someone killed Tulip very nicely. Good job.
It was probably a deletion off the map. Still though, now having on equal ground for Figure 5, I really feel like they shouldn't change much in their approach unless AYN adjust first.
Yeah.
Because so far what Figure 5 are doing is working out pretty good for them, and I mean it's just a pretty default round. They are toying a bit with the heads of AYN, like throwing that smoke in towards a main, not going out.
Yeah.
Forces AYN to gamble a bit in that situation, which didn't work out in their favor. Good job for Abyssal actually being able to hold on to the AVP for 2 rounds. So, I mean, I really hope that AYN will be able to get at least another 2 rounds here back to back, most importantly, in order for them to have a chance at trying and close out this match.
Yeah, because they still need to break Figure 5's economy. And now with these 2 ops, quite potentially it could be the thing happening here.
Well, this does mean that probably not much aggression apart from peeking into B lobby is going to be coming out from them. And even at that, the spawns were not that great for such a peek to happen. Kites, though, is he gonna go for this? He is just gonna smoke off for the cross and is gonna use the Molotov, and of course with that flashbang making sure nobody has pushed through the smoke. Peeking towards checkers now, will not spot anyone just yet. Krito already falling back towards the quad position and has called for rotation, which is a bit slow, but no real reason for panic just yet. Still a minute 25 on the clock.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that they all rushed in and then slowly kind of went back, you can see rotation was pulled, and now I'm thinking that they should continue on trying to fake out AYN, try to pull them apart a bit more as the time, there's still a lot of time on the clock. As you can see, even the rotation from Abyssal has come through. Cho has found the first entry here, and so eventually the defense wants to find only 1 kill, and then Abyssal comes in to find a kill back, so it's going to be 3 against 3. As you can see, the rest of the players are going to move in into the A main, and who is there peeking? Switcher, but there's not so much information that you can see around the smoke.
And you can see as well, Figure of 5 are just waiting this one out for a brief moment before they go and explode onto the site yet again with the bomb wave in that shroud position. He's not going to spot anything just yet. Switcher just spotted the player and will be able to take him down. Wave as well, not being able to trade instantly. Switcher on 17 HP actually gets another kill as he's going to be dropped down to 7, and BESL finally able to nail the shot, and that is going to mean that AYN now in a position where they can start to capitalize off of the money, because they've had so many lost rounds in a row now as well. Of course, the lost round bonus was fully intact there, and because they were able to save a few of those weapons, that obviously pays off in the long run here for them, hence their money situation. Wait, ooh. Takes a shot from Switcher, somehow still on 30 HP. Is going to be throwing that nade towards Connector just to scare him away and give him a bit more movement room. Krito with this push indoors, and Spark as well doesn't seem to be too worried about it. Is of course considering it, but it hasn't happened beforehand. And Krito, oh, he had sort of the upper hand angle in that situation, but Spark still came out on top. And now with the kill from Switcher here, it's starting to fall apart for Figure of 5 yet again. Slowly though.
Yeah, definitely slowly, as Tulip missed the timing to spot the player towards middle. Kite's still waiting for someone to show there as the smokes and grenades and everything is going to come through. 2 players from main, 2 players from highways. One will be taken down. Tallin, Joe here to survive, but he can't. And now Kenza FX find the players. He's already being shoulder peeked and he's still going to find a kill. 3v2 as BESL is going to find the next guy. And as you can see now, AYN's in the side, but he's not even going to plant. Wave with this backstab. He's going to win it almost for his team. If he would have went for a bit wider peek, he would have spotted BESL, although now BESL was hiding right behind a car.
Yeah, but BESL did get a kill there, so they know that he was towards the A site, hence quickly running towards B here. I believe who that was Wave in checkers there did hear his position, so you can see also the bomb slightly reluctant. They're going to be both crossing just in case one of them goes down, so the other one is going to be able to get into the site with bomb in hand. BESL yet again for the 3rd time now is going to be saving this AVP, and this sets up AYN for a very, very dangerous next round. They will most likely go for a force. BESL is going to be able to drop one, and of course another weapon in his hand, so really only one player on the side of AYN is going to be on a pistol or something. So realistically they can go for it, but as I say that though, BESL still decides to go for the retake. Has found an AK and does have the kit, but the double peek is going to be perfectly timed there from Figure of 5, and of course instantly showing as well how to deal with such a situation.
Exactly, and now the score is 11-11, but as you said, AYN's kind of set now on back foot, and since BESL did lose that AK, they're still going to force. So scout up, one more scout coming through. Oh, this looks like AYN are not putting too much thought in these rounds.
Yeah, well, as I already said, force will come through, but well, so do the bullets of ZFX through that smoke in middle, as AYN unfortunately going down extremely early here in this round, and of course puts more pressure yet again on their teammates. Trying to bait out the shot from Tulip. He does get the tag in onto
Switch it through the wall.
Was that through the actual wall?
Yes, he managed, like, oh my goodness.
Alright, highlight reel.
Yeah, most definitely. It's going to be a BESL with the op solo towards B, but still can't hold this one, as he's killed off Spark, and only Kites with Cho remain. And they're kind of in a really bad situation here. They have only one Molotov. Cho will find one kill. They'll stay Molotov CT, and that will allow Kites to move, but instantly BESL still going to find a kill. Now 1v4. Cho, we've seen crazy things happening today, but can you show us something more? As he realizes that there is one player in Vents, and that will hold him here, and will really Kritu peek in.
Oh, and he just turns away at the wrong time, and also having the AVP, Tulip even with the scout will get that kill. So the force works out for AYN, and I must say for Figure of 5, their money situation, I would say go for just a few pistols. Wave can definitely drop it. They're gonna go for a force, so this has to be a quick round coming out from Figure of 5. This is where you throw in the change of pace and try and throw your opponent off guard. They also know that there was an AVP on their side, and previously they did pick up one of the scouts. This boost though, a bit of damage might be dealt towards this side of Figure of 5, and as I say that, absolutely none is, apart from Wave losing 1 health.
Yeah, the grenade dealt some damage. And AYN here has to be careful because you can see where Tulip is. He's just waiting for the player to peek out, and who's going to win in this duel when the head shows as Tulip is going to back out. He had no idea how close he was to get the kill.
Yeah, because that smoke faded in middle, that puts him in a slightly awkward position. And of course, as the execution towards A is happening, Kritu finding 2 kills, ZFX finding another one, and even a team kill coming in for Figure of 5 players. This is just bad.
Yeah, this round was very important because now they're going to lose. The following round is going to be 14-11, and then they don't have almost any room for error at that stage. And they are still looking more better and better.
Oh yeah, this with this last force by Figure of 5 just pretty much lost the game for them.
Yeah, quite unfortunate news for them, but maybe, just maybe, some surprise can still happen with these pistols that they haven't had, but without any armor.
How does that grenade not find any damage? Hello?
Yeah, maybe this wall, maybe their wall when they're all together, it just makes...
Come on, show us, okay. Oh, there we go. And great execution coming through from Figure of 5 here as they're going to be trying to trickle onto this side here. The Molotov deployed will force them to run into this headshot position, and they're actually going to push CT, trying to get that AVP out of the game. Spark will be able to find a kill here. AYN struggling, but inevitably finds it now in a pretty decent position to get at least one more kill for his team, as Wave is in no man's land essentially.
And he will not be spotted, so he's gonna get the... Oh, almost gets the kill. As AYN has found the op, he's gonna find one kill. Still find the no-scope onto Kritu. And only ZFX with 8 HP remain. And he's getting tagged up as he runs out of bullets on Glock. He goes for the bomb plant right now. And ZFX, can he retake this one? He's not even gonna peek, and he's just gonna wait for the player to definitely plant, and then he can move into the side. One more time, AYN with the clutch. The pistol round works out. 4 kills for him.
That no zoom.
Crazy.
That no zoom is what won the round there. Oh, yep. Wow.
Amazing. And AYN decided to go for 3 ops this round, which I think could be an issue here.
So AYN are going all in here. And please tell me that Figure of 5 are throwing it a fast round. Doesn't seem like it's probably going to be a double boost yet again happening here. BESL with that flashbang, didn't see Kaid speaking, and of course finding that first already initial entry. That's 1 op out of the game. Tulip is going to be out of the server as well. Are they expecting Kritu to be here? He gets 1 kill, barely fails to get the second kill, as ZFX's position is already known here. Missing 2 shots in a row, strafing a bit too much in that situation. Not able to get the kill towards main as well. Switcher needs to come in and help out. AYN with the flank. This is all falling apart for AYN here, as they're going to be fully economically reset. ZFX's position as well, I believe, was known. So everyone went away from B, and of course they really should be hunting for this kill. Spark is going to remain in middle here. AYN as well. Not entirely sure what he's looking for. A washing machine?
For some kind of safe spot. But at the moment you can see ZFX is just gonna be the guy lurking in here. And he'll meet Spark any moment now. And Spark, if he gets the timing right, he can potentially get the kill here. As you can see, ZFX is still checking this position. He's already being rushed
from behind. He just switched away, the door's open, so he was distracted and Spark was able to move further. He does yet to spot him now. Of course, the information is there and the kill will come through. That is going to be 13-13 and AYN fully reset.
Exactly, so now they have to go for a full eco and hope that at 14-13 scoreline they can get this game back.
Oh, wow.
The last few months, or they go for tactical timeouts before this eco. So, what we've seen for them in eco, so they push into the A main as well. They are not being too aggressive towards B, as we've seen. More so, they're trying to have some luck towards middle as well. But with the approach that Figure of 5 have, their timings are really well placed. Like, they're a bit slower. And AYN are like getting back from these aggressive positions.
Yeah, well, it's just working out for Figure of 5 currently, but already a big no-no for Figure of 5, as I already said, force buying there, and AYN as well, going for triple AVP.
Yeah, a bit too much at this stage.
Like this shows that both of these teams are not counting the money for the next 2 rounds forward, and that is something that you should always take into account.
Now let's see, wow, he misses the first opening shot. And knows that only 1 player is there in the middle, but there's going to be only 3, not only, but 3 players in the middle. But the Balto is going to come out, and let's just see, can AYN find those kills? He's going to find 1, looking for next one's going to find Tulip as well. He gets dropped down to 37, we can see they already have left middle. And now in the A side, Switch is going to peek out. That was the only kill that he could have get. AYN with 37 HP still finds it.
Kritu here. Sort of hoping for the best of timings. The BESL will be spotted and taken out of the game. Kritu really taking his time with that kill, but is able to find Kaid here. Doesn't matter. AYN 4K.
Yeah, exactly. And this is like the second time AYN gets 4 kills. He's only at 20 kills himself. The moment the top fragger is Wave, but at least the players are showing up as the scores are pretty similar on both sides.
Yeah, and now AYN, well, this might be just their last really decent buy. Still though, have the utility to pick it up, and this still could go into overtime.
Yeah, most definitely. Let's just see if that's going to be the case. Because if Figure 5 win this round, then potentially this should be their game. But if AYN manage to take this one home, then a complete different story. Now let's see, as they're trying to be a bit more aggressive towards middle. It's gonna Kite's missing the shot. What was that? B, you just missed something that you would be very upset of.
Okay, I'm probably happy, but at the same time, seeing that 2 people are dead for Figure 5. What happened?
What happened? So Kite decided to push into middle in front of the smoke, and 2 players were waiting for him in middle. And he can't even find a kill. And he was alone there. Now Spark's gonna push out, but he's gonna find 1 kill, and he knows where the other guy is as well. And they clear out the A site. And you can see the only ZFX is here in the middle, as the bomb's yet rotate to any of the sides, and this fake might just sell it. But they're still gonna check middle. He's gonna find Spark, and he couldn't find the bomb as well. He's gonna see the bomb. That is information passed. And please don't tell me Wave is peeking in with the bomb. He was, but at least he's still alive. You can see, even with this kind of information, what is happening, why did AYN peek in? They could have just went to the side together. The Force isn't having a partner in these kind of situations. But here, Wave could potentially get lucky if he managed to find Switcher, which he is low. There's going to be BESL on the retake. He has only 1 flashbang, but he might pick up something on the way. So we can see BESL is just checking that position. Wave, I believe, won't see anything if he's going to spot that position. Oh, just now, the timing where BESL switches position. And now he can peek into CT, and he's going to find a Wave. He spotted a player, okay.
He misses the shot, oh, Bear, like, as soon as he took the shot, Wave went for a step there, actually changes his mind about the bomb plant position, understanding that BESL is going to be pushing close, and now, because the bomb has just been planted, BESL knows 100% that Wave hasn't switched over into the A main here. BESL as well doesn't have the fuse kit, and it's essentially just a standstill here. Wave as well, pretty well informed about which direction BESL will be coming from. Now looking for that timing. Oh, it's gonna be, they're gonna be dancing around the bomb plant.
Well, they will, as BESL won't spot anyone. Now Wave hears everything. He's gonna go for the kill, and he will find it. That was weirdly close there. He only got the shot through the wall there, as he was even backing off.
About those random situations where BESL was in a 2 versus 2 situation just now, where BESL found that kill.
Yeah.
I'd say it was just sheer panic from the side of Figure 5 of what to do. They realized they have an opportunity, and that was just an overstaying your welcome, repeating into middle when just CTs were there, and once again aimed on an incredibly bad buy here, and potentially the last round.
Exactly, this can definitely go Figure 5's way now. As we can see, it's going to be 2 players towards middle, 2 players towards B side, only 1 towards A. And ZFX with this position, he's not going to find too much, as we can see. Who's their boost up? So Kite is trying to see if he can spot anyone towards this position.
Slightly ashamed that this boost didn't come out early, like around 2 rounds before.
That is true, but already AYN has gotten some damage into him. As there are some players, and Switcher's even gonna find a kill towards B, and you can see now it's gonna be Spark just going solo towards B one more time. Might even lose his life if he's not careful enough.
Recipe for disaster, as Spark perhaps hopefully has recognized his mistake. Tulip able to find AYN there. Was the player on low HP, but still a 3 versus 5 situation here on the board for Figure 5, and really they need to start to use these Molotov, the only Molotov they have.
And all the CTs are rotating towards the A site, all of them. And Kritzo with this boost, he's not going to be the first player that they're going to spot. But now finally at least Figure 5 decided they still have time on the clock, and Wave even finds the kill towards the A side. They can still rotate towards B. Asmo's going to come through. They're going to fake this one, or they're really going to push towards A.
No, they're actually going to fake it. So Wave with that entry, and now this putting down the cross smoke. Of course, Spark was just now spotted. Tulip also taking down Wave.
That is the bomb. Kite, what? And Spark is going to go down as well. Okay. You said this was a poor buy. That was the best buy to counter Figure 5 at this stage. It's like, what are you talking about, man?
I don't want to watch this anymore, I'll be honest.
Yeah, this has gotten to a stage where it shouldn't. There was already a chance for AYN to win this game, but they gave it away, and now relatively full buy for both sides. AYN is on the deagle, and now the question is, will this be one more overtime that we're going to see, or will it be Figure 5 winning? So let's see how this one's gonna go through. As at the moment,
so far relatively quiet. Kritu missing a very simple flashbang. Always a pleasant sight to see.
the nerves, man, the nerves as they're gonna open up the doors, and AYN with the Deagle is gonna look for any kind of luck that he can get, trying to fake the A site. And we saw this before, where they put the smoke down towards the A site. Right as the smoke phase, they not only that push the site, force any rotations, and here AYN is gonna go down as he overstays his welcome against Tulip. And now, what's gonna be the plan? No fast rounds, no anything, just waiting for the aggression, which is not gonna come from AYN. They know at what point they are. If they're winning this one, they're giving themselves a chance to win the game in the end. As Spark almost finds the kill on Kritu, you can see he left him on 17 HP. But Smolta will definitely help him, as no one can push through here. And who is boosted up there? It's gonna be, I can't find it, it's gonna be Tulip here waiting for the head to pop out as the smokes are gonna come through. And quite potentially he can find something. And see the player but wave one more time, the second time. He stays here and finds the kill.
And instantly falling back there as well. Actually, Switcher didn't hear him falling back in that situation. Now, finally, Figure 05 walking all four together towards a site. As you can see, the grenades now being used towards middle as well. Abyssal needs to survive here for as long as possible. They're actually not going to check this position, so he could... Oh, and as I say, that wave yet again comes in a crucial time of need. ZFX as well here with not really any utility in hands, just a flashbang. Switcher coming in from the vents will be able to take down wave here. Didn't expect for the second player to be there, but gets the second kill as well.
No way, this looks way too easy for the side of AYN as Spark misses his spray, but he's gonna find a kill. Kritu did find one, and instantly ZFX with the shot, and overtime. Can I hear it? Boop boop. Let's do it.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna happen. It's normal. That's the way it goes. You know? It's CS. You can never expect anything. We say our predictions, they don't come true. And here, at least, I still have a chance to win the prediction game. Completely.
I'm doing the not like this logo again.
Yeah, you've been doing it for almost the entirety of the end of the game. Right from scoreline 13 to 11, was it? Like, 13 to 12?
Both of these teams are lucky I'm not coaching them. Like, that would be like a 2-hour lecture.
2-hour lecture, I would want to hear that at some point. How much can you really find mistakes there? As here, one more time, I really do feel like Figure 05 throwing in a fast rush into the sides work out, but as they go so super slow in until it finds the kill. And they're still looking for more here, and quite potentially Spark could find someone. Does he see? Hey, he's supposed to play, but the BESL is gonna win in that duel at the moment. One more time reminder, 19 rounds is the score you're looking for to win this overtime.
Yeah, and these teams are battling for positions here, so valuable points for both teams as money is still on the line for them. Unfortunately, not the finals. This Sus team is going to be an 8-hit. Kritu now giving away his position with missing that shot, and we'll find AYN. The bomb is going to be dropped, running through the flames. Actually, is going to find another kill as well, and a clean round coming out from AYN here. Nobody dies on their side. And of course, even in overtime, like a lot of utility, of course, continuously is being used. Armors, everything being bought up. It's quite expensive for the CD side, as it is more expensive in general for them. So it is very vital for them to have these players staying alive here. And this one clean round does mean that they'll be able to afford whatever they want until the very end of this first half of the overtime #1 here. And still, I don't understand why Figure 05 at this stage... Like, okay, perhaps not in this round, but the very first round of overtime should have been a round where they tried to go for another fast approach. Like, you can go for that risk at that stage. Flashbacks coming through here. Smoke going to be deployed. Kritu essentially is going to be made. Doesn't matter what he does in that situation. I'm just lost for words so much.
He'll push in. He's going to find, but he's going to get the one no scope. There's one more play. He's going to still find that kill. Only kites remaining in AYN. They're just blowing our minds here. Decimating Figure 05 in the overtime, which did not happen in regulation, and Kritu with the last kill. Damn this guy. Why we haven't seen him pick up off more often?
I don't know.
You're still on not like this phase, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not gonna disappear. I'm just gonna be permanently traumatized by these matches.
Yeah. Well, let's just see how this one's gonna go through. As one more time, no fast approach. One more time, they're going to be pretty slow about this one. Even the flashbang in the middle is just to tease the CTs, to make some noise, use some utility early on. It's not supposed to be used. As you can see, the smoke is going to be laid down. The AW player, who is there, Abyssal, won't find any luck. Maybe the timing. Oh, you just missed the timing. Just by a bit.
Oh, Actually, he's gonna walk through that smoke there. Did he get into the position? He has managed to get onto the site, and now seeing that flashbang coming through, will spot the player, but Switchel will come out on top. Cho was not expecting for such a scenario. And now Kritu tried to wallbang the wall, and instantly as he does that, Wave finds the perfect timing for the peak.
But he tagged AYN.
Yeah, he did tag AYN there, so now bomb still on the ground, so that is going to be a Wave going for it. For that bomb pickup there, AYN and Spark both on the site here need to hold on to it. The rotation already has gone through. All CT players are here and are looking to get onto the site. Spark might find a lot of damage here, spraying through that smoke. But Abyssal and Switch are instantly finding these kills. Will leave only Wave alive at 18-5. A clean half coming out from AYN here, and they only need one more round to win it. And Figure05 have thrown it away.
They have. Are you happy?
No, I'm losing my prediction. Hello?
Yep. That is quite unfortunate. So one more time I need to figure out how to punish you. That's always an issue for me. I can't really figure out what is the thing.
You can punish me by making me rewatch this game 3 times in a row. There we go. Excellent punishment. I'll be in hell.
Okay. You can't even give me an idea. Thank you for that.
You are welcome.
So let's see how this one's going to go through. With that smoke drop down in the middle, it's sometimes a bit easier for for terrorists to get out, especially if they want to put down some grenades that they can't use from other side. But you can see Wave has already found, and what is this position? Why when the team is on CT side they play so much better here as well? Like Figure05 instantly take really good positions, take the people advantage early on in the round, and now let's see how will they hold this A side as all the players from AYN are going to tickle in. And since they had such good practice in half number 1, I want to see how this one's going to go through the flashbang. Perfect timing there as AYN could find a kill, but it's going to be one of the players, Switcher, finding kill. Switcher with one more as they're even moving back from the site. Can they survive? Only 2 players remaining, Cho and Wave, and Cho will be spotted and will be taken down. Only Wave remaining. And this is just looking like a victory for the squad of AYN from Estonia against Figure05. But maybe, just maybe, the Wave, the crazy player that we've seen, could do something here. When the bomb's already planted, 30 seconds left on the bomb. He's not going to do too much over here. So I'm really curious to see.
Well, there's not much you can do. Wave really at this stage, no time, no opportunity, and that is
19-15, AYN take it. I take the prediction game, but there is a lesson to be learned in this one, which is...
know when to force.
Yeah.
Know when to force, know when to switch it up. I'm just tired of, like, saying the same things again. I'm just, like... What? Why? Why did Figure05 force where they did? Like having at the scoreline of 13-12, I think. No, or the other way around.
Yeah.
Or 12-13. I think it was the situation where they went for a full force. No reason to do that. Also, I mean, it's not like AYN are without mistakes. It's a miracle they actually got into this match, back into it. I mean, like it started to look from the side swap. It should just go Figure05's way, knowing that AYN, generally speaking, for the most part, have issues of getting back into the match. But because Figure05 continuously failed to recognize the opportunities where they could have thrown in like a double fake, there was no like wall of smokes in middle that they can try to split into B or whatever. There was no B splits really happening in a clean fashion into the buy rounds. So many opportunities for them, and yet failing to use any of them. I must say, either team that would have lost here, the loss would have been earned.
Okay.
If you get my drift, because like there was just way too many mistakes to count all of them. Happy to see that AYN have been able to show up towards the later half of the season. As I already said, unfortunately a bit too late for the result to be a bit more impactful, but still fighting for placements, fighting for money. Just it's. I feel like always it's on cash as well, where these sort of games are happening. Where
but cash is that type of map where you kind of rely on the
firepower.
firepower.
It's not that difficult. Just count the money forward. Just count the money.
Yes, and listen to V when he's saying you some new things. Congratulations to the Vault giveaway winner. I hope that you received everything that you need. We're going to contact you soon and I'm going to give you the code for the 10 euros free. As for one more thing, one more giveaway is down there in the description box below. Check that one out as well. And one more thing, we have PUBG a bit faster than usual.
Yeah, so whoever's interested in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, those are going to be 4 games played tomorrow, starting off 8 o'clock in the evening.
So we're going to play till midnight.
Yeah, it's going to be a very long day for me tomorrow.
Yes, good to hear, good to hear. Are you ready? Are you preparing mentally for that?
Always ready.
Always ready, good
Not
to
for
hear.
this though, but ready.
Exactly, but this was week 7. You still have only one more week left here in Baltic Esports League, so don't miss the last few games filled with action, because from the last 5 games that we had, 6 games that we had, 5 of them were close, super close, 3 of them going into the overtime.
Yep, but the finalists are pretty much known at this stage.
Yep.
And this does mean that we're in Estonia, we're going to see eSports, Lithuania, Volsung, and Autoclutch.
Exactly, so if you want to see them, go to the HyperTown.pro website, buy the tickets for HyperTown Tallin on 20th and 21st of October in Saku, Suurhall. Check that one out. Also, you can win the tickets in the giveaway if you want to try that.
Yeah, there's
Exactly.
also VIP tickets there, so.
Even better. But for now, we're going to say goodbye and see you on week 8.
All I wanna do is stay.
Here's a little light of mine that I would never dare to find if you and I didn't collide.
All I wanna do is stay.
You've taken me by surprise. You brought me back to life. You didn't even have to try.
All I wanna do is stay.
Yeah, I'm flying away to the birds in LA and I won't be back. But I promise to you that the miles in between us will never change. The nights we stayed up, it felt okay. Turning to love a million days. Wouldn't be enough, so I can't stay.
All I wanna do is stay. All I wanna do is stay.
Every time I say goodbye, missing you is hard to hide. But baby, it's worth the price.
All I wanna do is stay.
With confidence in your eyes, you've taken off my disguise. I'll never leave that
All I
behind.
wanna do is stay.
Yeah, I'm flying away to the birds in LA and it hurts so bad. But I promise to you that the miles in between us will never change. The nights we stayed up, it felt okay. Turning to love a million days. Wouldn't be enough, so I can't stay.
All I wanna do is stay. All I wanna do is stay.
I wish that I could stay. Stop counting down the days. How bittersweet to say. I wish that I could stay.
All I wanna do is stay.
All I wanna do is stay. But nothing will ever change. The nights we stayed up, it felt our pain. Turn into love a million days.